Wow, happy Father's Day, everybody. Here we are, down, a couple hundred miles west of us, I think. WWE is having a show. We've moved to Sundays. Last night we saw basketball and kickboxing. Walsh is to my left, Jessica's to my right. Walsh, you're a father.
Yeah, I mean, so happy Father's Day to everybody, including some of the more negligent fathers in the league. They're people too, I guess. But, this is going to be a wild night that we have no clue what's going to happen in. I mean, there's some sort of daddy boy, I guess they're calling it. I don't really get that. I guess because not everybody's a son. I don't know. Daddy boy, tag team dance.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. I really don't know what that means.
Nobody does.
I would like to point out that it was not west whatsoever. I was just, for some reason, looking down upon Iowa. Like, I don't know. I was like, whatever. Move on.
Wow.
It's east, all right? Chicago's east of where we are. I'm so sorry. What is even going on? We have a lot to talk about. The children are crying. I'm going to mute them really quick. Take a look at this. Guys, over the last few weeks, we've seen a lot of weird stuff happen in the league, and a lot of injuries happen. A lot of lower back injuries, arm injuries. So I mean, Jessica, Walsh, a lot of these people were forced, as usual, because of this tournament. They've got to fight in it. If they are a child and their father or father figure happens to be in this, they're fighting. We got injured people fighting this week.
It has to be that way. I don't know.
It's just carnage out there in the SCFL pro ring. It's I don't like to cuss with all these kids around, but I'll say it's a poop show and leave it at that.
Yeah.
It's
look at this. Kelly, he hurt his back last week. Credit Lewis hurt his arm. The mass cyclist is hurt, although, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And then Sledding Bianchi, the father of the league, essentially is hurt. Does that guess to compete here tonight?
It's rough. It's very rough, and he's probably going to be refereeing. I mean, we're assuming that he has to be, but I still hate that front read. He injured his back. It's been hell. Speaking of back injuries, Kelly he played basketball last night. Jessica, he didn't do too well. You could tell that he was stiff. His lower back was hurt from that table shot he took last week, losing the hardcore belt. You got footage, Jessica? I guess you got this footage?
I did not film it. It was sent to me. I don't know who filmed it. It was in the. I guess we have showers here, bathroom, some sort of locker room area.
It's gross back there. Let me just say that.
Right? Yeah. All right. Gross. Well, I mean, here's the footage. That's all we can say. Oh my God.
The same medicine. You need to go to the hospital. You just keep pouring that whiskey in my back, boy. And rub those cigarettes in, too.
Oh,
We need to
no.
win these tag matches so we can get another shot at the title.
That's Mickey Kelly naked pouring whiskey on his bloody father? Why is this happening? He's rubbing cigarettes into his back. This is... I mean...
Look, I'm not gonna... do I have to be the one to say this? That it looks like a golden shower, like a Trump-approved kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Wow. I mean, Petrov is fighting...
Mr. Politics over here.
Yeah, wow. Way to get into that. Hey, speaking of getting into it, time for some big-ass fighting, baby!
Yeah, let's cut to that.
Wow. Big ass fighting has happened. The battle for the scramble is on. We're doing this.
Yeah.
Ron Harris is a hero for some horrible reason.
Yeah, you know, I'm glad that we started off the show with the Kelly family in the shower, because that will be probably what loses us the most viewers tonight. And, you know, I mean, the big ass fighting will always prevail. I'm glad that that Ron Harris is not wearing his lawyer getup. He's very casual tonight.
Yeah.
It's Father's Day. I think he might be. Is he Ichabod's father figure? Wow, America Right.
Sort of.
Eliminated in less than 40 seconds.
Gene just kind of pushed him out.
Gene Green kind of rolled out and left. What is going on? Gene Green, who is a horrible father. Keep in mind, he beat a man unconscious with an aluminum baseball bat.
He was chasing after Mr. DSA over there, I think.
I think that's the first time we've seen a voluntary elimination.
I've never. He was just like, I'm done.
Gene Green has eliminated himself. Like he didn't. It wasn't even an accident. It
sure wish we had the ability to clip that. My God, it's. Yeah, I guess. I mean, alt-right is always going after the DSA. Just don't think it would ever happen like that.
You know, maybe he has instructions to leave Ron Harris alone and not get into a fight with him.
Wow.
We all know that there's always something weird going on with these guys.
Gordon Kuntz is busted open here.
Yeah.
Dougie Middle has gone crazy. He's just bashed him open, yeah. I'm surprised Gordon has enough energy and stamina to compete after that hellacious match he was in for about half of last week.
Right, Chudley, we don't really know too much of who's going to be fighting tonight. We're actually still left in the dark about that, so we'll be drawing the brackets as they kind of happen. All we know is that it's 8-team, and the winner is the #1 tag contender.
Which is going to be figured out or determined later tonight as well.
Right. Yeah, the Lost Boys are fighting tonight for the belt. Now, keep in mind that Gene Green is a father, but that doesn't mean he's fighting in the tournament, because Walsh explained to me how we think it's going to work. We've been totally been left out in the dark about this.
You know, I have no clue how this works, honestly. I mean, it's like, you know, a guy like Gene Green is a father, but technically his son doesn't compete in the league. So I think that's it for him, unless he's going to claim to be Ichabod's father. But, you know, that's the thing here. How, like, we don't know. There might be some weird familial things. Maybe Let Lou and Xylophonist got some people's, like, spit samples and did ancestry tests. I don't know what's going on anymore. Maybe, do October and Schmidt and Hans Schmidt count? Are they a family?
Well, they're brothers in the eyes of the league, but...
Yeah. I don't really know what's going on. You know, this whole thing.
Well, on the ropes, the alt-right apologist, I guess you could say. I don't even know, man.
He's a fan. He's a fan. You know?
So, I mean, he asked if Ichabod is in this. Keep in mind that I don't think Ichabod is a father figure to anyone, nor should he be. But,
well, and his biological father is indeed deceased. That is in part why he lives with Ron Harris and his sister Betsy. I mean, he lives in the basement with them, and it's well, not with them. He lives in their basement, and it's been a point of derision between these fellas.
So, I mean, keep in mind there that back in the day, how much longer is oh my God, discussion is busted open. It was only a matter of time. Like, what is going on today?
Dubois just running the ropes.
This is the weirdest scramble ever. Oh my God, discussion is busted open. Gordon Kuntz is eliminated now.
Yeah. Dubois ran the ropes, I think, 40 times.
At least. Please, somebody clip that. My God. Keep in mind here that Ron Harris is ever closer to super history that I don't think will ever be repeated. If he can do this and defend it twice in a row, a scramble, even if he got help from Gene Green, it's incredible.
Yeah, I mean,
God, is Discussion gonna fight later on tonight? He's had that cut open. He kicked box last night. So like I'm not surprised.
I can't believe how many times he ran. I'm watching the footage back right now, and it's just insane.
I got totally distracted by that. I had another point to make about Ichabod. Well, discussion, you know, in bike back in the day, like Ichabod always gets like put into these weird tournaments that he doesn't want to be in, like the barbecue. Oh, Vector Vang eliminated by Little Jonesy. Little Jonesy, who was the player of the game last night, Jessica.
for the losing team.
In hoops, baby, in hoops.
He scored like 17 points last night. You can go back and look at some of our clips. Little Jonesy had a hell of a game of basketball.
Yeah, we'll have to see if we can get that footage uploaded onto YouTube if you don't have a chance to catch the.
Ron Harris is out. Ron Harris has been eliminated. Dubois exhausted.
Dubois after running the ropes like 12 times.
Wow.
Well, on the ropes, it's over.
History is not going to be made.
I feel like all of these guys are just triggered or something by Father's Day. Like they all seem preoccupied. Every single one of them.
Just blindly running. Little Jonesy is wondering if regular Jonesy, you know, who he's a clone of, is technically his father. This is oh my god, it's a strange thing to be in this league, I guess.
Dubois might be gassed, and what if Dougie is in the tournament later on tonight with Rat?
Well, you never know. It's his brother, but you know,
well, he looks up to him as if he was a god.
As it says in the poster, it's about positive male figures in these boys' lives, and maybe that's his brother. I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't think Rat was ever a positive figure in Dougie's life. If all the tales of bullying are to be.
But he's here, isn't he? He's here because of Rat. Maybe he wouldn't be a professional wrestler / fighter / hoop star without his brother.
Chudley Cannons brings up an excellent point right now, saying that he held it technically for 15 days.
That's true, actually.
I mean, that could be it. Dougie's gassed. Dougie is tired.
I mean, for a match that's barely gone 15 minutes, there's certainly been a lot of stuff going on in this scramble.
I mean, Discussion Davis, folks, he's busted open. He's not looking good. He has to defend the title later tonight in the Open Challenge. This is the Fixers are going to just smear whatever kind of goop they have back there on him, and
probably like just a dampened bread ball. They're going to use the gluten to seal it back up.
I mean, that, you know, we saw Let Lou's mother sealing up his wounds with a block of ramen last night.
Oh my god, it's so true.
Which I don't think actually worked.
No, he kept bleeding. It was really bad.
I think Dubois got this. Look at this.
I'm pulling for Dougie, man.
I gotta go Little Jonesy. I mean,
oh, Discussion got hit again.
Oh my god.
And this is Dubois.
It's all cascading. Like, he spent so many matches as referee avoiding, you know, all these contacts, especially in these big scramble matches. And now all of a sudden, you know, it's coming over and over again.
Oh my god.
I don't, you know, maybe Dubois wants to get on an Open Challenge. He's got Discussion like basically 0.5 on the front read scale.
Right, exactly. And that's my question here is, or not my question, but just observation. When you put on that striped shirt in the SCFL, my God, you just have to work through the pain. Dougie's eliminated. Dubois takes advantage right away. Like, Discussion is pouring blood right now. This man is hurt. He got knocked out last night. Then he watched some basketball while getting stitched up. All of his stitches are open, but he's in there. He's counting. He's making sure that he's like, see?
I just want to say I liked the moment about a minute or two ago when Lil Jonesy slapped his ass and Dougie just kind of waved at the crowd, smiling like, yeah! It was very strange and endearing to both of them.
And then, of course, Little Jonesy pins poor Dougie right after that, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Fat Jonesy,
Yep.
They're clones. They're clones of regular
We don't know
Jonesy.
that. We don't know.
I mean, that's I'm positing that, but they do
That's
look
the
the same.
running theory.
Damn it, Dubois, you had this. Oh god,
You know, it's
Dubois
kinda-
running the ropes.
Oh no!
There's that flying punch. Is this his gimmick now? That he
Superman.
runs the ropes? Really?
And he does the Superman punch. That's fans of the World Wrestling Entertainment saw Roman Reigns do that tonight a couple of times.
I'm sure they did. This
Yeah.
might be it.
That's his finish, man. He's gotta go for I don't know. Little Jonesy is a strong guy.
I would hate for little Jonesy to lose after the game he had last night and still came out on the losing end.
Yeah.
He had I think he had close to a double-double.
I don't know what that means, but he had 18 points.
3. Damn it, Dubois Dubois won the scramble pan.
Yeah.
Oh man, wow! Props to him. Has Dubois? Let's see here. I know Dubois was a .TV champion. 79% only, Bix. Huh.
I don't believe Dubois ever won the.
He's been the .TV champion. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Little Jonesy is a former Scramble champion, but not Dubois.
Go figure.
You know what? It's
History. It's history being made, all right?
It is. It is.
History of one type or another.
But speaking of history, we have some serious history on the line coming up here.
That's true, actually.
What if Wim wins this? He is cemented, and it's going to be very, very hard for anyone to ever
Honestly.
do what he's done. Like,
Come on. The guy defended the title last night in kickboxing in a cage.
right?
I mean, this guy is one of the greats at this point.
He is. He is. And so who's he fighting, Jessica?
He is taking on the new submission ace of SCFL Pro, Mike Miller.
The drunken, bumbling buffoon who has been breaking arms left and right.
Well, I think
Yeah.
that's why, like, he just doesn't know what he's doing, and so he's hurting people.
I mean, he's hurt. He's hurt Blaster, Credit Lewis. Like, this is.
I mean, Mike Miller's original highlight on the opening video package is him and Brick colliding, and Mike Miller just drunkenly going, "Yeah!" It's such a bizarre moment. Kind of endearing.
Everything in SCFL is a bizarre moment.
Chainsaw asks if there's ever been a Grand Slam champ in SCFL. I guess I would need to know more about what you mean, like that kickboxing.
Holding 4 championships, not at the same time, but
Well-
just 4 championships.
In kickboxing, Discussion Davis was concurrently the boxing, kickboxing, Sharia law, and banger champ.
Banger.
Yeah, that was the worst. That was those were the darkest days of the league.
Yeah.
As for the kickboxing, I don't know if there's been that many double champions because you have Spencer Morgan, who has been the U.S. champion and the .TV champion. I'd have to look up if he held the Scramble. I
think he did.
The Scramble has been passed around more than we would like to talk about here.
Actually, I'm not seeing Spencer in the scramble.
Huh. Well, that's
I think it's because he always has to arrive later in the evening because of his job closing up the men's warehouse, so he had trouble making those early matches.
Right.
I feel like it's going to rely on becoming a Grand Slam champion is going to rely on holding that scramble, and that's, if you look at this list here, Yasanafil Rossi has held the scramble and the .TV. It's just, there's a lot of guys who have held a lot of things, but not enough, boxing's held 2 titles.
Keep in mind that sledding here is still
He's hurt.
mildly concussed, but he's out here. We have to assume that
Yeah.
he's going to be in the Daddy Dance tonight. Daddy Son Dance.
I mean, he's got 2 children. He's got a nephew who considers him a father figure.
Does he ever?
I think. Yes.
I think Xylophonist designed that poster this week and the name. That's just my theory.
Yeah, because I mean it's specified about uncles, which typically you don't. I'm not saying you can't honor an uncle on Father's Day, but typically if you
think about the Supremes though, like for cheesesteak and Philly, Hero is essentially their father figure because their father, he died in a tragic, vehicular accident in a non-certified pre-owned.
Okay, so listen to me right now. I don't mean to cut you off, but we got a lot of stuff to talk about here. Number one, this is a .TV championship. We got just under 10 minutes until. Can we get the rundown of the rules for this match for the people out there that may not know what the .TV championship is?
I mean, we could. It's a 15-minute time limit. If that match goes to a draw, the champion, as in pro wrestling, he defends that title with that draw. It's a pinfall, submission, count out, disqualification if Mr. Bianchi can remember how to do that.
God.
Or even count out. It's
or knockout. It's not
yeah, we have seen Wim knock people out. God, he knocked out immediately.
Actually, 3 in a row.
Wow.
Three knockouts in a row.
But
That's
I mean,
true.
Mike Miller is tearing people's arms out of their sockets like blindly so fast. It just happens out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like no one expects it. The dude's moving around slow. Look at this. This guy, he's a turd. He does not look like someone who should be.
Imagine him ending the reign of one of the greatest, if the greatest, let's just say it, .TV champion. He ends that reign with just by popping his arm out of his socket like an asshole.
Considering their 15-minute time limit, I'm starting to be willing to say, I mean, discussion's done quite a bit here, but Wim is still more impressive what he's done overall.
Wim is finishing guys in sub 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Discussion versus Federal Bell last week, that went almost 30, and then dear God, let's talk about that in kickboxing last night. You know, like Discussion Davis isn't doing so hot. What happens if
what about the barbecue, huh? What about the barbecue?
Sure, the barbecue was great. What happens if Federal Bell comes out again tonight? Did anybody ever think of that? Did anybody ever think of that? What if he comes out again?
That's a good point. Yeah.
There's nothing.
Well, what if he's in the daddy dance? That's the thing. What if he gets hurt?
I know. It's really like. It is really a toss-up. What if he's in the daddy dance? He is Aladdin Bell's father. I'm genuinely starting to think that Wim might have to vacate or something. Mike Miller just grabbing it at the little bit of flab, just tiny little, just the skin really around of Wim Nyman's belly. It's just I don't know what
tearing at it. He's trying to get the submission. I give up. That hurts. I give up.
It's a liver hole. Shouldn't it be hurting? Wouldn't that just hurt Mike, basically? I like that he always has this weird protrusion on his skull. Like, he's just like, this man is, he's just, you get the impression he's seen some shit in his day. Like, he's the kind of guy that's drank mouthwash to get drunk,
I'd also like to point out that, as we watch this, and look at him, Mike Miller's working it. Who knew that .TV would become such a huge draw? And it's a shame that we have it this early on in the card, but that's just how it is this week, I mean, Wim has moved it up the card.
I mean, let's be real here. Wim, on the outside, because there's no count, has done 2 moves that have knocked people out in recent weeks. The backdrop suplex and the Death Valley driver. And Mike Miller, he went for the arm out there.
Yep.
You can't get the win out there. You just can't. So I don't know. These guys are really pushing it.
But if he pops that arm outside, then Wim certainly doesn't have enough strength to lift up Mike for the backdrop or the Death Valley driver inside. I guess is Mike's thoughts.
But look at what he's capable of doing with his feet. He's got these axe kicks, front kicks. I think he's a capable guy even down a limb. Speaking of that, remember last night, Blaster Robinson broken. This is one of the guys affected by Mike Miller. He went out there without a right arm to throw punches, and he still won.
Very true.
It was injured. It was not missing like
not like Justice.
Not like Justice, not like Sanders, not like Offers. It was just injured, and he didn't have full use of it.
Technically, we still have Sanders and Offers' arms here. Their bodies are what's missing.
That's true.
Like, technically, their bodies are missing. Their arms are here. They're fine. This
God,
is
this crossface. Whoa! Wim subbed Mike! Whoa! In under 15 minutes, he's done everything. What is with this guy? I demand that Wim Nyman be drug tested immediately, and if he tests positive, there's nothing really to do. I mean, I guess then we'll just know. 85%. Holy crap.
I mean, this guy is the total package.
I'm a little sad now.
Yeah.
I'm sad.
I'm sorry, Jessica. I mean, Mike Miller was really backing up there, you know, to the 15-minute time limit. I know you were pulling hard for Mike.
I mean, let's be real here. There's no shame in losing in sub 15 minutes to Wim Nyman at this point.
And Mike Miller was, I don't want to say he was lucky to be there, but he was, you know.
Can we talk about this for a second? Wim Nyman, he ended Discussion Davis's legendary kickboxing title run a long time ago. I'm saying there's an open challenge. This guy is on a roll. You know, who knows?
Wow. I want him to actually give up the belt and move on. Is what I want him to do.
Maybe he should do the old Goldberg, where Goldberg challenged for the world title while holding the U.S. title and gave up the U.S. title to do that.
My God, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot to think about. Man, what are we?
He's beating everybody.
Hey, this is it. We're
going to the daddy dance?
The daddy dance. I'm being sent text right now. So, okay. All right. So this seems like what seems to be one of what the hell? What? Actually, hold on. We're going to have to gotta love Fire Pro.
I never noticed the mustache on that title card. I
like that the daddy figure is lifting a weight and he has a mustache.
I have learned my lesson here. So yeah, you guys should keep talking for a minute.
So let's even think about who could be in this tournament. I mean, we
now that we're talking about it. Yeah, the Kelly has to be. Well, Kelly's hurt, though. That's the thing that's really getting me here. Like, I would assume sledding and boxing, maybe, because we haven't seen Bike in a long time.
Yeah.
But sledding's hurt. You know, maybe he was out there to be a ref, but who knows? Federal and Aladdin is kind of sounding like a reality right now. I mean, at least to me.
The Lewises, I guess.
Yep.
Credit's hurt, man. Credit's arm.
Oh, God,
From Mike Miller.
Jesus. Mike Miller was I forgot the path of destruction he carved.
I mean, unless injured people are taking place in this.
They are. They gotta be. I mean, it's the only way.
Or else there's no tournament, right? Or else there's no tournament. You can't have a tournament and if all the dads and sons are hurt. Who is dating Mom at dinner? Is sledding dating her? Is that for real? Like, I don't.
I mean, he showed up at her hospital room.
That's true, and we all know that sometimes things happen in the hospital.
And after trauma, I don't. I would think my suggestion was way more coherent and realistic. Like, what? Sometimes things happen in the hospital room.
Hey,
what?
you know, Cheesesteak got a lot of sponge baths from Sanders in the hospital.
Oh my God! I'm surprised that your mind went there. I mean, like we said, the Bells. You know, they could possibly be in it.
Yeah. I don't really know. I mean, there's a lot of people injured right now, and I think that's going to weigh heavily on this tournament.
I mean, there's always the chance that we could just get a complete surprise of, you know, I don't even know. Maybe Jacques Jean-Jacques is secretly, Bradford Culpepper's dad or something.
I'm getting a text. Hold on, I'm putting it up on the screen.
Oh God!
It's from Xylop.
Oh God!
Xylop.
We think this.
This is always. Oh God!
Fun Adams and Ichabod Adams equal Papa and son. I don't know if that's true at all. Fun Adams. I've never spoken a word to that dude, by the way. He's pretty weird. He's always just walking around.
No,
Wait,
that's not a real thing, guys.
you know what? Let me take a look at the security system here. Yeah, it looks like these guys are being told to meet up. Let's go. There's Ichabod and Fun. There they are.
God.
Probably Fun's probably trying
Proud
to.
Boy
He's
uniform.
probably never even won. Oh God! Ichabod, why are you doing this? Oh, he's doing his thing where he drops him on his butt.
That's his father! That's his father!
That's not his father. You're sick, or is it?
His papa.
That's his papa!
His papa. Oh God!
Fun!
He's busted him.
Oh no!
Oh,
God.
Ichabod.
Oh my
That's his
God.
dad. That's his real dad's dad. But I give up. This is what the hell. The salute is just the icing on the cake, isn't it?
Oh God.
On the ropes loves it.
He's such
but does that mean Ichabod's still in the tournament?
I don't know. Is he alone
on his
now?
own?
Yeah. What even does this mean? I'm very, very disturbed by all of
Why
this.
didn't we let him? Why didn't somebody stop him? I don't know. Who cares, really? I mean, fun that.
Maybe Ichabod just doesn't want to be in this tournament at all. That seems.
I think that might be it too. I don't know. I'm not gonna. Do I have to be the guy to say this? Was this racially motivated?
What? Oh my God.
I don't know. I don't know.
Jesus.
Ichabod has not proven to be a great influence on any of this.
Oh my God.
This hallway is cursed.
Jesus.
I really think it is. How many people are gonna get injured in this friggin'
Hey,
hallway?
guys, nothing bad happens in the dark hallways. You just make out. I think we need to remove the lights from a lot of these hallways in the Bell Ribbon Civic Auditorium.
I mean, look, we saw. Think of all the terrible things we've seen. We've seen ref shirts burned.
Oh shit! We got people walking out.
Whoa, really?
There they are.
Oh no.
Ron and Credit Lewis. Credit Lewis is injured. Keep in mind.
Oh no. He doesn't want to be there with his dad. He hates his dad.
Maybe his dad will try and talk about how good he was in basketball.
Whoa! There's a parquet floor on there. We haven't seen the parquet floor in months.
Oh, wait.
Maybe
Somebody
That's
took
the
this
dance?
idea as
it's a dance. Oh my God!
Very literal. This is the most literal. It has to be xylophone.
This just went from somewhat heartwarming to extremely stiff.
Oh no! And Kelly's hurt. Look, he's got the wrapping over the tape over his stomach.
Yeah, Kelly's.
Those could just be nicotine patches. We don't know.
He's just lined his stomach with.
I mean, these guys are kind of like even now because I mean, if Credit's hurt, Mickey's hurt. Keep in mind that Ron Lewis really kind of blew the game for his team last night. Really went ice cold in the second half. Normally a sharpshooter.
That's a parquet floor.
It is a parquet floor, but look at Ron Lewis. He's probably thinking about his basketball game last night.
Every bump these guys are taking, I'm kind of cringing here.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Oh, even when you you have to receive pain in order to give pain.
This is especially with these injuries. Come on, guys. What are we doing here? Xylophonist, you are too literal. You are too literal.
I can't believe that they did this. At least these teams make sense, you know.
Yeah, this is logical. I mean, these guys, Credit and his dad don't really get along, so I guess this is like forced bonding.
Oh God, that DDT on that parquet floor.
Oh,
Jesus.
that's not a good thing to do.
These injured men do not need to be doing this.
I mean, Kelly, that he still had to land on his back for that.
Oh yeah. Oh boy.
Ugh, I don't know how to feel about this.
It's not like Credit and Ron even have that much of a relationship. That's what's interesting to me.
Yeah, I mean, these guys definitely haven't worked together because, why would they?
I get what you're saying, Detector Sarcasm, but this is going to be a whole tournament of exposed wood, and not just one moment at the end of the night.
Right. This is incredibly violent. I don't think Kelly can take these bumps. Oh, that bulldog. Luckily, its face was on the hardest part of the ring, I guess, than any other night. I feel for Picaporte out there who has to slap that parquet floor.
Yeah, he's slapping it.
Whoa! Credit Lewis gets thrown out of the ring like the bad father that he is. Mickey Kelly loves his father.
It's true.
God.
Love to bounce on exposed hardwood with my daddy watching. I don't know why. I guess it's just SCFL lore. It has to be daddy. It can't be dad.
It's daddy or papa.
Yeah.
Papa?
Oh, no.
Papa?
The hardest part of the ring. Yeah, last night on NXT there was exposed wood involved in the finish.
Damn it! We've had this planned for weeks.
Well, you know what?
No!
The parquet floor. We did the parquet floor first, okay? The parquet floor death match happened many months ago.
God.
You know what's crazy about like when you see those big suplexes happen from Mickey? He has to, his back has to hit that mat. It's not like, Ron at least when he got rocketed out of the ring, he got to land on the mats outside. There's no mats in this ring.
Ron and Mickey were actually on the same, and of course Kelly as well, were on the same basketball team last night.
Yeah. I mean, and Ron was a top scorer, but he was kind of a ball hog too. He threw so many shots and missed most of them.
Yeah, he really went cold. It's kind of a metaphor, I guess, of it was going in well for him at the start, and then he just abandoned it. Not unlike
just like his son.
Yeah, not unlike poor Credit out there.
Yeah, you gotta be wondering what's going through Credit's mind. He's injured. He's forced to team with his wayward father. This is terrible. Like,
in a match that is like needlessly violent. Like, why are we putting these people that should be celebrated? This is their day.
I mean, has Xylophonist taken a bump on this? Has Let Lou or Dougie? Because if so, they wouldn't have set this up.
Well, have we considered that maybe this really was meant to just have these men come out here and dance, and it was the guys that started fighting? The Picaporte was meant to referee the dancing.
Maybe it was a dance contest. That would make a hell of a lot more sense. But then why are they fighting then? I guess just because it's SCFL and no rules were ever explicitly stated. It was just.
Oh God! Oh my God!
It's in everyone's nature to just fight. There's no love in any of these men's hearts, really.
Even going off of the top rope is so nasty because you're landing on that parquet. So all of these men are going to have to win, what, 3 fights tonight?
I mean, it depends on how many teams they've cobbled together. I don't know how many teams are supposed to be here.
It's true. We'll create a bracket as we go along here.
Yeah, we'll have to get our crack graphics team to do something. That low drop kick that Credit did in the corner actually made Mickey faceplant. Interesting when you think about it. It's supposed to hurt his legs, but definitely hurt his face too.
Oh my God, that huge lariat. Mickey Kelly is a monster.
Even dragging a guy around the ring is gotta hurt. I mean, it's grinding his face on this, but I don't know how polished it is, but it can't feel great.
Right, like the sweat gets going and that kind of helps, but they're squeaking around out there and getting burns. That's why Mickey Kelly kind of has the
squeaking around.
Yeah, that suit is nice.
Oh my God.
Leather, yeah. Hello. Oh God. Oh, is it not the most Kelly thing to throw a flying spinning kick and land on this parquet floor?
This is
bad back. Yeah, like this is terrible.
Ah, these guys are going at it.
These are some angry dads.
I mean, this is weird. Like, I'm pulling for the Kellys here big time. Big time. Because, look at Credit. He's really interested. I don't want to see Ron Lewis win. He's a ball hog. He's a bad father. Maybe it'll help Credit Lewis heal? I don't know. What do I want here, Walsh? Tell me. Tell me what to feel.
I mean, I guess the Kelly family, at least, you know, I know he's injured, but let's be honest here. We've seen this man go through terrible things anyway. It's not like, I don't know. I like Credit a lot. I think he's a great guy, but I think Ron needs to get the hell out of here.
Slams her.
I mean, Credit's hurt. That's why he's like. It seems like Ron's taking a lot of the damage here. He knows his son is beat up.
You know, the fact that they're on the parquet floor, it's supposed to be a dance floor, I suppose. Nobody's dancing. As Mike Goldberg says in EA Sports UFC 2, he won't be dancing later tonight.
And these men, oh my God! Mickey Kelly's suplexes are insane. Desperation takedown from Ron there.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get suplexed again.
Oh, Kelly runs in to help his son, and then taunts him. Now Kelly versus Credit. That's kind of a fun little. Wow. Yeah. Oh my God. I'm
just glad that Kelly is not just in his tighty whities, you know.
Credit, get in there.
It's interesting to watch Credit go for Kelly's leg like he was doing.
Yep.
I mean, you know, his back is hurt, but you know, if you take out the leg as well, he's got no mobility essentially.
Mickey is devastating. I mean, he's almost as devastating as he was on the court.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I don't want to take an F5 on that parquet floor. That 70s leftover bullshit. Like, no.
Oh. This is so brutal. Mickey Kelly,
even that big standing headbutt he laid out Credit with was just nasty.
I'm glad he's learned to pin a bit. It's like, you know, when we watched him on the court in basketball, he just did a lot of passing. There was a lot of weird passing last night. I mean, that's a lot of these guys just, especially Mickey, he doesn't know what to do in the ring, on the court. It's just, he's a mess. And then he's pouring vodka. He's pouring whiskey on his dad's back.
Yeah, we did see that earlier. That was a little disturbing. Oh wow, Kelly is having none of that. Look at the family just taunting these Canadians. Ireland.
I mean, that was the Trudeau lock. That move has done damage to. It popped Mike Miller's knee twice.
Wow. Oh, that headbutt, that flying headbutt. Like, Mickey is taking so much damage to himself.
It's self-inflicted. Every suplex he throws is also self-inflicted.
It's so true.
Why would you jump head first onto parquet floor?
It's the family, and I don't even know why Picaporte didn't want Credit Lewis to be up top there.
He's just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you up there? Wow.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Mickey Kelly is like the Irish Frankenstein. Like
I can't believe Credit's face hit the parquet floor when he was going on the way out, and then he kind of like slapped the ground. It's really like, that is a twofer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wow.
Xylophonist is drunk with the camera tonight.
Xylophonist got knocked out in 55 seconds last night.
And let loose a bloody goddamn mess. So these guys, I can't remember, was Dougie fight?
No. Oh my God, Mickey Kelly is so slow. That Trudeau lock.
That Trudeau lock could really end a career.
Now the problem here is that the Lewises don't fight in the way that ends matches quickly. You see, like, huge power bomb or something. Like, no way Credit Lewis gets up from this.
I mean, that was...
There it is. Mickey Kelly, baby. Oh, God, Kelly got hit after the bell. Ron Lewis is such a dick. Oh, my God. I mean, Credit Lewis is injured. What can you say about that?
Yeah, I mean, he shouldn't have been there. Jesus.
Yeah, Chudley is excited about that because the Kelly's getting a regular title shot. That's cool.
Yeah, I mean they proved to be sufficient hardcore tag champions.
So we got a brief thing up there. Wow. There they are.
Wow.
The next fight. It is the Federal Bells.
The Federal Bells.
I mean, these guys hate each other.
I mean, it's not just political beliefs that separate these two men. there's like a gulf that separates these guys, and I don't just mean an
What the
operation
hell?
that took place in the Gulf.
And this other... What? It's Sledding and Giovanni. And Sledding just immediately tags in Giovanni. What the hell? Just in here.
I like that Bell's still giving the balls for his trouble, like.
I'm dying. What the hell?
Why is he teaming with Giovanni?
Oh my god, my stomach hurts. What the hell just happened?
Is this like because like, hey man, I like your mom, I'm gonna be attacked?
I'm your dad now. Is Mr. Beyond? Is Mr. Dinners? What the hell?
Did something happen in the hospital room?
Is Sledding Giovanni's new papa?
It might be.
I have no idea.
I think so. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh my god.
I can't believe Sledding just. Oh.
Yeah, I don't even know what he's thinking.
2, 3, 4, 5.
My god, sorry about that. Stylophonus is clearly hurt.
Yeah, he's definitely concussed.
Oh. I mean, this is really interesting in so many ways.
Ugh.
Sledding is just. I don't think Sledding's even gonna get back in the ring.
See, I don't know. Does Sledding want to be a dinner, or does Sledding want Mama to be a Bianchi?
I think he's trying to get her to join the clan. You know, join the Bianches, join Team Belly Ribbon. Maybe Giovanni tears his shirt off and he has a belly ribbon.
Oh my god.
Wouldn't
Maybe
that be
it's
terrible?
A bow tie pasta tattoo on his stomach.
What if Sledding isn't with Mama and this is super like Giovanni doesn't understand what's happening? Like this is this is very, very like bold thing to do. Sledding just you got my like sweet Bambina in a fight.
This is like if you're dating a woman with a child, and after like 2 dates, you give the kid a PlayStation. You're like, here you go, like I'm your papa now, and it's like, what? This is weird.
You know what else is weird is like the relationship between Federal Bell and Aladdin.
They seem to be. I mean, these guys hate each other, but they seem to kind of be working together.
Yeah, God, there's so many questions now. I don't think we'll get answers for a long time, but there's a lot of questions that are getting raised right now.
Detector Sarcasm asks, Mama Bianchi sounds nice, but would she change her first name? Well, in the Bianchi clan, look at Sledding just tear at Aladdin's flesh. Aladdin desperately pushes him away. In the Bianchi family, they are named after what they do. So that's why boxing, actually, he became a college wrestler. He was very, very against the family tradition. It goes back thousands of years. That's why Sledding, he made the Olympic alternate team in 1996 in the Atlanta Summer Games.
When there was no bobsledding.
Yeah. Bike Bianchi owned a bicycle shop. That's how he learned his business skills, and now he does this for a living. And yeah, so Mama is a mama, and that's what she does. She's looks after her sweet Bambina. So, oh god,
she makes pasta sauce.
True.
Saucier Bianchi.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Chainsaw is on the right track here. I think Sledding probably signed them up as a bonding experience. God, look at Aladdin's face just get dragged across that parquet floor.
The worst part is that his daddy doesn't care.
Well, but Federal Bell probably wants to win this shit, you know?
I think he probably wants another shot at the tag team championship. And I wouldn't put it beyond him to injure his own son and then say that Pyotr Petrov is actually his son. You know, like do something like that.
Yeah.
Because those guys
pin attempt
were a unit. Let's be real. Those guys are a great unit. America Wright and Aladdin are a great tag team. I don't know. These are two teams that don't get they don't like each other.
And Sledding has a concussion. He's been reffing. He's been injured. Weather Walker beat the hell out of him too.
Yeah, that's true. Because of Mama. You know, maybe that valiant save that he had with Mama.
Oh God, no! Federal Bell pin Sledding, terrible.
Ugh.
Aladdin and Geo just kind of locked into a death stare because neither of them really have beef.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, that's I guess expected but rough. What was Sledding like hope to do there?
I don't know.
God damn it.
That Peruvian neck snap. That is
that one of his finishers?
That is his finisher, man. That is deadly.
Oh wow. Alright. Alright. Well, I mean, it's another win for the alt-right. I really hate how they seem to be whoa.
It was also a win for the DSA, you know? Let's try to be positive about this.
And that's what's conflicting about this. It was a win for the DSA. It was a win for the alt-right? Like, I guess?
Everybody wins?
I guess. So they move on. Oh, wow, we got people walking out.
All these people walking out.
There they are. Wow, yep, obviously. It's Hero and Cheesesteak.
Cheesesteak with that big floppy hair of his now, because Sanders isn't there to buzz his head. Give him that skin-tight fade he loves.
And I guess he doesn't like anyone else trying to do it.
I guess it's just one of those things.
Oh, yeah, Brick and a Sonophil. This makes sense, too.
I mean, uncle and boy, yeah.
I like how Brick showed up and like, I'm your uncle. And the Sonophil's just kind of really... He hasn't like super embraced it, but he's like, sure, I'll team with you and get to know you.
Rick got his ass kicked very handily last night.
Yeah, who beat his ass?
Gorvis knocked him out in about a minute.
Wow.
I think he dropped him like 2 times before the finish, but yeah, it was...
Ooh, steroids can't help you there.
I mean, this is... Honestly, this is what the Supremes need right now. Like, Sander Suzuki is still out in the Shadow Realm. Bad things are happening.
You know, I'm really curious. I want to see the uncles square up. I want to see some uncle wrestling. A lot of grinding holds is what you're gonna see.
God, this parquet floor is just so brutal. Oh, face first. It's so bad.
The only benefit this has over, the regular ring mat is if someone gets, busted open, it's pretty easy to wipe it off. Like, even the fixers can wipe off the blood for the next mat.
Yeah, you're thinking like a fixer now.
Yeah. Like, they use
the positive.
Available.
Like, this should not be out here. Uncle Wrestling. There they are. It is.
Yeah, we're all about the uncle wrestling here.
This is what we all paid our tickets to see.
Oh, Hero wants to tease it. He's tagging out now. Brings in the shaggy-haired cheesesteak.
Yeah, he's looking definitely some haggard, shaggy. He's wearing those black armbands because he misses his Sanders. I don't blame him. Those guys, great tag team, better friends. They've
been
fought in the ring.
inseparable for months now. It's sad.
I mean, basically, they wrestled each other. Actually, they fought each other multiple times, and that caused them to bond and talk about their haircuts, and go out and party together, get more haircuts.
Yeah, partying while getting haircuts, like in slow motion, like a rap video, getting a haircut.
Yeah. I mean, when Cheesesteak was in the hospital, who do you think kept that fade tight? It was Sanders. He was there every day.
100%.
I mean, this is what happens to a guy who used to get a haircut every day. He doesn't know what to do with himself anymore.
Man, do people like that really exist every day? Like they get a little touch up by somebody?
Oh yeah. There's definitely people who do that.
Wow. God,
and that's who Sanders and Cheesesteak are.
I'm bummed out because I'm gonna have to get a haircut really soon, and it's been like 6 weeks.
Wow.
I hate that.
I haven't had a haircut in like a year.
Yeah, good for you. I miss those days.
Yeah, I feel good about it. Feels great, you know. Actually, it was really humid today, so my hair was just everywhere.
It is so hot in this booth right now. I am sweating.
Yeah. Like my hair is frizzy. It's sticking to my head. This is not ideal, but yet I still don't want to get a haircut.
I'd like to point out that this might be chat might be an indictment of what we're seeing on screen here. Like oh god, that slam! Wow. Okay. All right. Here we go. Damn, a cheesesteak is into it. Triple moonsault, baby.
Whoa.
Rick just looking on, like very impressed. Still a little fuzzy from last night.
Yeah. Wow. That's quite a, you know, cheesesteak is known for his flights of fancy. Him and Sanders are both guys that kind of space cadet-y, and when they work together, they can kind of rein each other in a little bit. And you don't need to do 3 moonsaults, but he did it. Fed snapped Sledding's neck. No. I mean, that is what happened.
Whoa. Wow, a SCFL.
Thank you for the one salty bit.
Yeah.
Oh my god, these Huracan Ranas.
You know, yeah.
I feel like I'm getting
Huda going
Brick just like standing over cheesesteak. In comes Hero.
Why is say Heroes? You know, there's been a couple of attempts he's elected not to interfere on.
I mean, you know, for a 1 count, you know what I mean? He knows his family well enough.
They're probably like yelling at each other. Like I always thought that like if I was getting pinned, I would just be like, I'm fine. So that way you know, like, tell your partner you don't just man the energy. Like that should happen more in tag matches. Like where the partner's just yelling.
Just get up, just get up.
That's how it really would be, I'm sure.
Yeah. Because you're like, I don't want to have to go in there.
Oh.
Like, please don't make me. It's like when you talk to your kids, like, don't make me come in there. You know, it's. I'm enjoying a drink. Some really great tag work from Jesus and Hero here.
Same with the SCFL and Brick. These guys are family. They know each other.
I mean, this is actual family and not people who hate each other.
Well,
you know,
the jury's still out on Brick and SCFL.
I mean, there's been no Ancestry.com test done yet.
It's always Ancestry.com.
We're not even sponsored by them.
Does that even mean if Brick and SCFL both got an Ancestry.com test, is that a way to prove that they're related in any way?
I guess.
Is it, would it show like a family tree?
The fixers
Why don't they
saw
just get a DNA test
for it? The fixers saw a pop-up ad for it, and that is, in their minds, the only way that you can do it.
It's just so much more complicated.
That's what happens when they get access to Bike's computer, you know? Like, they don't know what's going on.
Everything, like, this is their fault, this whole dance thing. But it might be making some people feel really good about themselves. Like, I really think the Supremes need this, personally.
I just hope they don't lose is all.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
A lot of uncle stretching.
Yeah.
These are the uncle holds we really wanted.
Oh my god, they're fighting outside now. Whoa, God, Brick for cheesesteak is motivated as hell. And then Brick just goes, whoa!
Cheesesteak like a motivated BJ Penn is the question.
Hero with the huge power bomb.
Wow, that's his finish, man. He's not taking any prisoners.
Hero's pissed off.
I'm just glad that Miles Manhoof isn't in this, because just imagine missing his top rope knee drop.
Oh my god.
I mean, that guy, he would just keep going, though. You know how he is.
Oh,
he's all about doing this for the fans.
Yeah.
Didn't he recently get his knee drained? Is that why, like, one of the reasons why we haven't seen him?
It could be. It's hard to keep track with that guy. You know?
Yeah. He's an enigma, shrouded in mystery. Brick went for a weird pin back there. You know, You know, he's just.
Oh, we got official uncle fighting right here. God. Don't tap, Hero.
Whoa. Come on, Hero. That is, you know, the brick shithouse. It's quite a hold.
Hero brought it to the outside. Damn. Oh, wow. Sanders has got a wooden piece at the table. Oh, my God, Sanders.
What?
Jesus.
Cheesesteak, yeah.
Oh, sorry, Jesus.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Brick is really hurt.
I like that Picaporte, always a great referee, always counting. You know, he can count to 20, something that our dear friend Mr. Bianche cannot do.
This might be it. This might be it. Oh.
Discussion is prone to not counting.
Wow, reversal of a reversal there.
Crazy.
The old stand boy just elbow to the spine.
I mean, that is a deadly move.
It's no piece of table to the spine, but it's dangerous in its own right.
Hero really trying to tire Brick out here. Damn. Brick is gassed.
I mean, this is who he is. He's not a guy with a gas tank.
Oh my God. He couldn't even tag. What are you doing? This might cost him.
Yeah. He's
Cheesesteak has to throw him across the ring. Oh. Silly.
This is crazy.
This is a very good match. I'm really getting into it. I'm sorry I'm not being able to call it. Oh my God. The Rossies.
The Rossi. Yeah.
The Brick Rossies. Yeah.
That powerbomb neck breaker is. I mean, that thing basically killed Viano 5 many years ago in WCW.
Brick,
I mean, that is,
yeah, I remember seeing that. Brick is exhausted.
he is like puking. Like, this is Cheesesteak's chance to shine.
3, there he is. Yeah, Cheesesteak, hell yeah. Awesome. You know, Brick Roberts and Asanofield did it, but they looked okay, but Brick just got tired and was able to kind of get manipulated out there. Wow, good stuff.
Good for Cheesesteak, man. He needed that. He needed that win. He needed the distraction. I'm glad that Hero did this with him.
I couldn't agree more. I really couldn't. I'm damn proud of these guys. I mean, even if it's just one win, but they needed that.
So I guess we probably have one more match in this opening round of the tournament, but I don't even know who the hell who to expect.
I just want to point out that Sanders has been carrying around, or Cheesesteak's been carrying around Sanders' arm for weeks at this point, you know, and I mean, it's kind of like how our current hardcore champion, tag champions, Blowhole was carrying around Justice's arm when the Shadow Realm called. I don't know. I want to run a quick Jensen video just to remind people of what we're dealing with out there.
My name is Jensen Woods. I am an internationally renowned ghost hunter, hot on the trail of a gola named Jakob. Jakob, I've been hunting for years. From taking my dearest away, to appearing here in Bel-Air, Rabon, Iowa. Answers elude me. But here I am, a victim of Jakob no more. Tonight there's answers from Jensen Woods. My name is Jensen Woods. And you know why I'm here, Jacob. Jacob, come here. I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not afraid. I've been hunted for years. You can't hurt me again. I'm ready. By God, I'm ready.
This is the hand. This is the decay of time, space. This is the hand. The factor of 10.
I mean, so that's, I guess that explains the fact that people are missing arms. We haven't seen people in forever.
I mean, we haven't seen Jensen Woods in a very long time.
Sanders Suzuki offers Thompson.
I mean, if he ever comes back, he should try and talk with Bradford Culpepper about getting information from people.
Yeah.
Through fighting.
That didn't work, but, you know.
Well, it looks like the next match is about to start here. Yeah, they're walking out.
This is the last first-round matchup, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
It has to be.
Who is it? It's the Missouris.
The what?
It's the Missouris, and it looks like... Wait, we can't get the camera there. People are, like, grappling down from the rafters?
What?
I can't see who it is. What the hell?
Yeah, but I'm still confused about the Missouris.
But why are the Missouris? What? It's the masked bicyclists. What is this?
Sledder and the masked bicyclist and the masked sledder wants no part of Missouri. I've never seen that before in my life.
The masked sledder seems like he's been through a lot lately. We don't know who this is. We don't know why the Missouris are out here. This is...
The last time that we saw the masked cyclist, it was Bradford Culpepper basically breaking his neck. Like, but what is the deal with the Missouris?
I don't know.
They're not daddy and son, are they?
I always assumed they were brothers, but
yeah, they look pretty similar in age and build. And I'm confused. There's so much about this that's confusing to me. But the masked cyclist, eye roll, is hurt, and so is his daddy.
I think that I don't know. I just don't know what to say.
The last time we saw his daddy was Discussion Davis, beating him up.
We don't know who. Like, I don't think that these guys father and son?
But then which one's the father and which one's the son?
Right.
I mean, and like, can somebody have a son at like 4 years old? Like, I don't know. I'm confused.
I feel like they just really wanted to be. They must have really wanted to do this. They do love each other. We know that much. They're inseparable. We see them all the time. They're together, hanging out. I want to say Maximo, maybe.
Let's take a look at their official roster pages.
That's a smart thing. Oh god, he's going up top. Oh! Those big suplexes, so terrible.
Wow.
So, let's see. Maniac, date of birth 2/1/92. Maximo, date of birth 2/1/92. So...
Somebody literally impregnated his own mother while in the embryonic stage.
I'm choking.
In the embryonic stage. All right. That's the only way.
Dear God.
There's so much. Those are not their official records. I don't think. It's not like it's a birth certificate. Our website is not official information of these people. Like, There's no way it can be like that.
I mean,
They clearly
What does
just
it
want to be
mean?
here.
what does it mean to be a father or a son?
Right.
Yeah. Maybe one of them just declared himself the father. Like, I don't know what these guys think. I've never even heard them talk. Have you?
No.
No.
But they're always hanging out. They're always backstage eating like their hot dogs and stuff.
They,
They eat boiled hot dogs only. They don't
not
use
even in
bun
buns.
or
They
any-
just eat. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just-
yeah, there's no condiments. They just kind of gulp them down. It's really weird.
Yes, I think
They-
Maximo looks at Maniac as a father figure. I think that's correct.
They,
That kind of makes sense.
they definitely played basketball together last night. I think Maniac was a starter and Maximo came off the bench. I could have that backwards, but they certainly weren't on the court at the same time a lot.
I feel like
I don't know if
this.
that might have been security reasons, though.
Yeah, I feel like this says a lot about these two, that they wanted to get involved with this dance. You know, to show that they are a great team. They're former hardcore tag champs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to say Maximo
Two
had
time.
one of the best matches the last few months. That Mr. Bianchi Bathroom Death match against Technology Cooper. It's easily one of my favorite matches we've had in a long time.
Yeah.
God, these headbutts.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the Missouris are two-time hardcore champions.
Wow.
Masked Cyclist and the Masked Dad, who once again tagged out immediately.
This is
I mean,
terrible. I mean, we don't know who they are, but if the Smash Sledder is who we think he is, the man has been through hell.
Yeah.
What a weird tournament.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of any of this anymore.
Well, we got the Kellys still in it. I think we got the Lewises.
So next round, well, oh, you're just talking about in general?
No. Kellys beat the Lewises. Oh God,
Yes.
Fork.
The
Oh, God.
Bells beat the weird Giovanni Dinner Sledding Bianchi tag team.
There is blood on the dance floor, people.
Oh god.
Oh no. Is it the Masked Cyclist who's bleeding? He's
Oh,
already
yeah.
got a neck injury.
He's got a neck injury. He's cut open.
That's
He
a lot
looks
of blood.
exhausted. Yeah.
Oh no.
That fork found a spot in between his mask and his skin.
I like that he went down from just a jab. That is like, and then his daddy's in there. I guess assume what his. I mean, he's got gray hair. He just stood there and like.
He's so tired and beat up. Maximo like knocked himself out on the daddy balls of sledding. With the Masked Sledder, like,
No.
oh,
Those are some sledding balls if you've ever seen them. They're made of iron.
you know, you would think the masked bicyclist would just say like, sure, just pin masked sledding. At this
Let's get
point,
this
like,
over with.
yeah. Oh God.
Like he's bleeding. His neck hurts. I mean, who knows where Bradford is and if he's gonna
Right.
try to blast his pecker off? Like, this is.
Bradford's probably icing his head after getting knocked down about 3 or 4 times by Weather Walker last night.
Yeah.
This is terrible. Oh my God. Sledding. The masked sledder. No. End it. Thank God. Thank God. Oh, Bicyclist is pissed off for some reason.
That kneeling pile driver is just deadly.
Terrible.
I mean, this is. This was.
Oh boy.
That was a mercy killing, you know.
Where do we go from here? Let's take a look. So what we have next, I think
I
now
assume it's the next round of the tournament,
we have
right?
had our graphics team hastily assemble a bracket, and this is what we got
Excellent.
now. So it's the Kellys versus Federal and Aladdin, which is damn interesting.
That is quite a daddy-son match.
I do think that we need to look back at earlier tonight.
Oh God. Oh God.
Duh, the same medicine. You need to go to the hospital. You just keep pouring that whiskey in my back, boy. And rub those cigarettes in, too. We need to win these tag matches so we can get another shot at the title.
He's
That's gonna be the biggest viewer drop of the night. Okay, that right there.
and so now
People come in, post money in the bank, they want to see wrestling, and then they see this guy standing over his dad pouring whiskey on his back in the shower. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, but they're here.
yeah, they're here.
Kelly and Mickey
so-
Kelly.
So the Bells defeated that weird whatever team in about half the time it took for the Kellys to beat the Lewises. So they're much more fresh, or much
Right.
fresher, I guess, grammatically.
Yeah, and keep in mind that Kelly is just an injured man. He's got cigarettes like pressed into his back underneath his bandages.
Hopefully they weren't like lit cigarettes that Mickey
Just-
was like putting out on his back. Hopefully they're
Just
fresh out of the pack.
just butts.
A lot of butts here.
At least no one's tagging out immediately in this contest.
I mean, we saw that twice tonight, and both times that was a losing strategy.
Man, Federal Bell is like throwing what he can at Mickey, but Mickey just walks him down and overpowers him.
Yeah, he's a big guy. He's a big boy. He's a big daddy's boy.
This isn't something that Federal Bell is used to. People usually
No.
go down to his shots.
I mean, come on, let's be honest here. Last night, he defeated Discussion Davis.
Yeah, by decision. It was closer than it seemed, though.
I'm still saying that is, let's be real here. Wim Nyman defended the .TV championship in kickboxing. Discussion Davis did not defend the SCFL Pro title in his open challenge. And then they fought last week. There's a lot going on in the mind of Federal Bell, and
Wow.
he is looking for gold.
Yeah, I guess they're 1-1 right now.
Yeah.
The healing powers of tobacco.
We've all heard about that, right?
I'm really worried about this because I want the Kellys to win. Oh,
It's not often that the dad is the smallest one in the contest. But Kelly is just so tiny.
He is a little man.
I still don't understand how he helped create such a large boy who is still in theory growing at 18 years old.
he will get even bigger, thicker, solid, tighter.
Now you're just making it weird, Jason.
Man, these
Wow.
guys are just keep on going. Kelly finally falls.
Chainsaw just admitted that he is not a big Kelly's fan.
Wow. Yeah, I can get it. I just kind of believe that they love each other. Well, I guess the Supremes are still in this too, aren't they?
They are. I mean, those are my favorites right there. Cheesesteak, Hero.
I mean, the Missouris are kind of dark horses, aren't they?
I mean, yeah, we don't know their familial relationship, but we do know that they're badasses.
I think that we were talking about this one day backstage. Maybe Maximo just kind of. Well, they're not. They can't be the same age. Maybe Maximo
that's
adopted him or something.
A clerical error.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's they saw someone was typing in, one of the fixers, maybe even Baby Hayes was typing in the information, and
Whoa.
they saw N Missouri, and just kind of put both guys'
Wow.
age at the.
Oh, God. Mickey Kelly missed. Mickey Kelly's doing this though.
I mean, I don't understand why you'd go for a diving headbutt on the floor like that. He's done it a couple of times tonight.
Yeah,
I think
he's
it's all.
a smart lad.
I want to see Mickey Kelly versus Giovanni.
You know what's crazy is that over the span of the evening in this tournament, less and less we think about the parquet floor.
I know.
God, that floor is terrible.
It's
That's
so
terrifying.
true. Thank you for bringing that up. I feel like, I've become insensitive to what this is.
Like he face planted from that flying headbutt, and Jesus Christ.
Yeah, even falling down and having your face kicked into that parquet floor.
Yeah. I mean, and remember, folks, the winning team here gets a shot at the World Tag Team Championship, which actually we're going to see defended tonight in a rematch. So, you know, big implications. You know, I mean, Aladdin made a save. I mean, that's something, right?
I guess.
Oh, God. Federal Bell. My God, Mickey is a monster. I keep saying it.
He is. But let's also be honest here. Federal Bell did that Peruvian neck snap in his last fight, and that did the job. That is a kung fu movie style move, and it hurts. Yeah. But with him bleeding like this, I don't know if he can get a firm grip enough to do that.
I mean,
My God, Federal Bell is busted open terribly.
This is like I have to get a better view here to see where on the front read scale this is.
Whoa.
I mean, Mickey might even just be too tall for Federal Bell to get a good grip for that next snap. He's gotta hope he can hit it on Kelly, or maybe go for his operation roll.
Yeah, the operation roll.
An operation. I was in an operation.
Aladdin Bell really reaching out to help his father there, keep in mind. Like, no one wants to see their family bleed like that. Like, Federal Bell is very bloody.
I think he is.
Head suplex into the turnbuckles.
I know.
Horrifying.
I think Aladdin is sympathetic to his father, and maybe a part of him still yearns for his father's like affections, but he's never gonna get them ever. Like this man, he hates his son's ethnicity, his religion, his political beliefs. The fact that he exists, even. I mean, this is not a. Look, we talk about fathers. This is not a good father.
The problem is so much of Kelly's offense. Whoa, my God, pin him. So much of Kelly's offense deals with Kelly like throwing himself, and he land on this parkour.
Parquet.
Parkour floor.
Parkour.
I was reading the.
Chudley, that is a hood slam emote. Because hood slam. Hashtag don't bring your fucking kids.
Wow.
Toryumon spots. Yeah, these are Toryumon Japan spots, baby. Or Toryumon Mexico, even. Milano exchange spots.
Oh.
You know, what's interesting here, we have to remember, too, Kelly and Mickey kind of wayward until recently. Until the harrowing of Kelly on St. Patty's Day. That's when these two men finally got back together. So Kelly isn't exactly the greatest father either, but he's also heads and shoulders above Federal Bell.
Well, I think
even if he killed somebody, he'd be above Federal Bell.
He just didn't know. Murph! We got Murph. We've got Murph back.
I was just going to point out how stupid was for Kelly to hit that front drop kick on the parquet floor. Yeah, with a hurt back and everything.
Wow, Aladdin Bell is doing this
alone. He's been getting cigarettes. You know, you might need them because all of his prior cigarettes have been put out on Kelly's back.
No, they're just, I think, out of the pack, and then they wrap those cigarettes like in gauze.
He's got a nicotine patch on. Is what he's got a bunch of those nicotine patches and then gauze to really let them seep into his body.
Yeah. I mean, if you haven't seen that St. Patty's Day match, drop that in. Boom.
Oh, you're really on the ball for a guy who just got the crap beat out of him.
Yep. Wow.
that whole night was a horror show for the Kelly family. Jason, you said you didn't think Kelly was a good dad. I think, not wanting your still, teenage son to participate in the horrible wrestling of SCFL is actually pretty good dad work. You know, he knows his kid's not
No, that was
ready for
Walsh.
this.
I think
That was
that Kelly
me.
Kelly just didn't even know. I don't think Kelly really knew, and when he did know of Mickey, he seemed very engaged.
Yeah, that's the
My
thing.
bad.
Him and Mickey weren't exactly tight before. I don't know what the deal was. Aladdin just refusing to make the save on his father. That kind of counteracts any of this good he's done in this match. But
Yeah, I think Kelly just was wanting his son to stay in Ireland and go to
God.
school.
This is it. Federal broke his neck. Oh my
no.
God.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ, his back. his
Federal
neck.
Bell is bleeding so much.
Folks, this Daddy Boy tag team dance tournament there's no dancing.
It's gotten really violent.
Yeah. Oh God. I mean, a low blow followed by that big elbow drop that missed. Like, Federal Bell learned better in his operation, I think.
God, there's blood all over the parquet floor.
Blood on the dance floor.
Oh God. Kelly, save your son!
God.
Why? You know, I mean,
Why are you doing this, Kelly? A terrible time to leave. He's just dancing in front of his boy.
well, it is a dance floor, okay?
Finally, a
Sometimes you
dance.
do an Irish jig to inspire your giant son.
Do not tap out to an airplane spin.
God.
My large adult son, please don't tap out.
Oh,
Look at this
God.
dance.
This big boy.
Probably, like, you know, to, like, inspire him.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of inspiration, I think I see Hero Supreme walking down the hall. Can we possibly bring him in here? Do you think we should?
Let's see if we can get him.
All right. Hey, Hero, come on in. Just grab a headset.
Yep.
Congratulations on that win earlier tonight.
You know, that was all cheesesteak. Cheesesteak is, you know, we're all going through a tough time here. Nobody's having a good time. But, you know, he's my boy. And he went out there. He did what we had to be done. We worked together because, you know, it's, you know, his papa, he went away a long time ago. And I took up the reins and I raised him since he was a boy. You know, lots of stuff. You know, these assholes, I hope they beat the piss out of each other. Because we're gonna kill him.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're gonna fight the Missouris. I don't think you guys have ever fought before. My God, what do you think about the Kellys and Federal Bell and everyone?
They're pretty good, but they're gonna hurt each other. And then you know what? I've been a tag team champion. Jesus, he wanted to be with Sanders, and you know, God forbid, maybe they will someday. But for now, this is all I can really do for him. You know what I mean? I'm a father at heart. You know.
At hot. Well, I appreciate that you're thinking of cheesesteak. I think that's
I'm
really.
thinking of Sanders too. He's a goddamn moron, but you know, he's our goddamn moron, and we want him back. Michael Bianchi, where are you, you fool? You gotta help us get our Sanders back.
Whoa! Oh my God!
That's too bad, huh?
Oh,
God.
Federal Bell is laying in a pool of his own blood as his son looks on, like
I
kind
don't wanna
of
fight the big- I don't
nonchalant.
want to fight
It
the
looks
big
like
retard.
he's.
I don't want to fight the big retard.
Wow! Don't use that language.
Oh, I'm
Jesus.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
98%. Wow, that is fight of the night. And you had to ruin it, Hero. We'll talk to you later. We're gonna.
Okay.
Hero, take that headset. Hand it off to Kelly. Kelly, I see him. He's already running back to get some more
All right,
cigarettes.
bye. God damn it! You see that?
Do we have Kelly? Kelly?
How the fuck you doing, boys? I can't believe I just fucking won that. Well, I can, because we're so fucking good. But Jesus Christ, I took a long fucking time. I need a fucking drink. You got any fucking whiskey on you, boys?
You had whiskey on your person before. Like
That's for fucking medicine. Don't you know any fucking thing about traditional Irish medicine? You let all these people do their fucking traditional Oriental medicine, but I can't do traditional Irish medicine.
I'm actually, you know, Irish American. And I've never heard of this, Kelly.
Well, when did your fucking family leave the one true motherland? That's why you probably don't fucking know.
I'd like to point out here, Kelly, that you are going to fight the winner of the Supremes in the Missouris, who are walking out right now. Do you wanna stay with us for one more minute while these guys start to fight? I mean, we can kind of we can hand you a towel.
I gotta pull Mickey out of that fucking suit because he gets too fucking warm and that fucking thing, and he'll pass out. Hold on, I gotta get him out. I gotta grease him up so he can get back in it. So I'll talk to you later, boys.
All right.
Okay. Good match and good luck, sir.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you, boy.
So I mean, here we are.
Cheesesteak and Hero. I mean, this is. I know what I want to see in the finals.
Do you think Hero's a little shook as he walks out here, realizing that, like, I mean, this is a guy. If someone can link the Hero's wokest moments, he said the R word, and
yeah, I think he's just really emotional. I don't know. I feel for this guy sometimes, I guess.
He's been through a lot lately.
You know, he's one of those guys that he really just wants to be woke. But
I say, wow.
Oh, the Missouri's kind of.
I didn't realize.
Huh.
What's going on here?
I don't know.
I mean, look at the Missouri's just choking Hero Supreme.
Yeah, a lot of choking.
It's the one thing we kind of expected to happen, someone to get really badly hurt on that hard parquet flooring, finally happened, and it happened to Federal Bell. So I don't know if too many tears are going to be shed.
What I appreciate about that is that he Federal Bell landed the Peruvian neck snapper on him, and then Mickey came right back, and then he busted his melon right on that ground. That was brutal. That was brutal. I don't think we've ever seen anybody hurt like that in SCFL before.
Especially with that cut already on his head. Absolutely brutal. Federal Bell is very hurt. I mean, add another to the injury report. We've kind of gotten out of this so far with not too many injuries, surprisingly, right?
I mean, that's a parquet floor, folks. That is Sledding's old flooring from his kitchen. Getting slammed on that is not good.
Gosh, did Federal actually hit the Peruvian neck snap on both members of the Kelly family? I thought he did, but I
think so. I mean, that's
that match was so intense.
Yeah, I mean, he had a choke on Kelly earlier. It's like basically the Kellys, they work surprisingly well as a normal tag team, not like hardcore where everybody's in the ring and just chaos is ensuing.
Yeah, no chance for someone to sneak behind Kelly and stab him with a piece of wood.
Yeah, I mean, that is how they lost the Hardcore Tag Championship.
Yeah.
Rip our boys in the run.
I thought you were saying rip to the Public Enemy.
Oh, wow.
Oh, well, rest in peace to the Public Enemy as well.
Yeah. I still don't think the Kellys ever understood why they were given this picture of these two out-of-shape men.
Yeah, I don't know.
For winning a match. I believe they won that hardcore title, tag titles off of Missouri's during St. Patty's Day.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I mean, these guys, that would be quite a rematch. And what's crazy is that this technically isn't a death match, but you put these guys in the ring, there's going to be weapons, there's going to be blood, and
I mean, this parquet, this is hard, stiff floor. This is a death match to me.
It is. I mean, these guys are getting slammed on exposed wood, basically. Although exposed byproduct of something kind of like wood that's really highly polished.
Oh, Chudley subscribed for subscribe. Thank you so much, Chudley.
Yeah, remember, if you got your Prime sub, go ahead and give us some love. We love taking all the time that we do to bring this wonderful show to you from Belly Ribbon, Iowa, with daddies and boys.
And they need to feed the dogs.
Yeah, they need to give them like the $90 pound like bags of food that they give them.
We haven't seen that lately, have we? The dog
No.
area.
Maybe I don't know, because Bike was the one curating the area, I guess you could say.
Curate. I sure hope they're okay.
I assume that sledding is I don't know. Sledding's been concussed. It's really hard to tell what's going on anymore.
I mean, as we get deeper into this tournament, oh god, the hardest part of the ring. I'd like to point out that like we're really kind of just. I feel the vibe that we're all kind of leaning into this, and it's fine. And it's going on for a while. We still got the tag championship match, which is a banger of a match. The Lost Boys. Oh god, light bulb. Oh god, lower the back. Oh, he missed. Thank God.
Thank God. We've seen some tragic things happen there.
These tiki torches are in there. More light bulbs. Oh god! He just rolled on the light bulb. He broke it. Now he's bleeding, and he just kind of left the ring.
These people are not smart at all.
This has been a surprisingly bloody parquet death match.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean we still have some action to come, though, tonight.
If Discussion Davis wants to fight, there's still that.
The Hardcore Championship.
Oh my god. I forgot about that. There's so much more to come. What a card.
The Lost Boys against Computer and Foundation. And then Discussion Davis will presumably, I mean, this guy got busted open as a referee in the first match of the night.
It's true.
Is he gonna do this? Is he? I don't know.
Chudley, always with the good point. If the Missouris win tonight right here, it's two former hardcore champions in the in the finals, which is very interesting.
Yeah, I mean that's. Man. I mean, this has been, if you think about it, while a lot of these teams were not established, this has been some good action.
Oh, yeah.
But it has been the established teams that are, you know, it's
Right.
going to be two established teams in the finals.
It is, and that is, I think, the most interesting part of the whole thing is that, you know, Let and Xylophonist. I don't know.
Look at that. Full Nelson.
I think it proves you need to have that stable, solid, already established relationship, you know, to be successful in life or in tag team wrestling with if not your biological daddy, then someone who you consider one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, this headbutt. The Missouri's just, oh my God, slammed face first into that parquet floor.
Wow. That is a brutal move. You know, it's interesting that, you know, it's a Missouri who's bleeding. It's Maximo.
Well, that's no surprise.
Yeah, these guys are just, he rolled over on a light tube on his own will. You know, like that's how his mind works. It's really, it's like a Doom 3, it's like a Doom 2 map, you know, in there. It's just weird.
It was very much a dick move for Hero to whip the Missouri into the ropes just as Cheesesteak was about to hit that big spinning kick.
It's so true.
You know, Cheesesteak normally tags with Sanders. Hero normally tags with Philly. This is not the most normal. I mean, they were the Trios champs along with Sanders. So it's like they're not totally alien to each other, but they're usually used to that third heat being there, if you know what I mean.
Is Philly Hero's brother?
Philly is his nephew as well. He's Cheesesteak is Philly's brother, and you know, Hero's brother was their father. It's just that Philly is 5 years younger than Hero, and Cheesesteak is about 15 years younger. So it's, you know, that's how this whole thing came to be. Other than, you know, their dad dying in a non-certified pre-owned car accident.
Absolutely. Murph says that this has been some good big-ass fighting, and I very much agree. The Missouris have a way of doing this. Like, they don't have to be in a hardcore match. I mean, yeah, they grab some weapons. Okay.
Cheesesteak. A lot of prayer tonight. You know, he's really thinking about his boy.
Oh God! Cheesesteak just landed on that glass bulb. He's okay though. There's no cuts. This might be it.
I liked it. It looked like it just disappeared into his back. Like the nether realm claimed it. Maybe, I don't know.
I think he rolled it out of the ring as he was going down and kind of flipped it.
That big turbo drop from Maniac on Cheesesteak would have put many a men away, but there's a fire lit underneath him right now. You know, he wants his buddy back.
I feel like Cheesesteak seems like almost kind of gassed in a way. Maybe he's getting better here, but he kicked so much ass to get the big win earlier in the evening. Let's see what. Oh, here it comes. Nope.
I don't know about you. I'm impressed with what Cheesesteak is doing here. He's emotional, but he's doing it.
Well, Hero has to deal with the fact that his boy is emotional.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's emotional.
Yeah, but like he's like being thoughtful while fighting. The camera's always going crazy.
Yeah. Well, Xylophonus got really hurt last night, and here's our lead camera guy.
Knocked out in 55 seconds.
I mean, you know, it's better than taking sustained damage like Let Lou did. Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't even know anymore. These poor
God.
kids. Wow, I can't believe that Cheesesteak reversed that attempt for that kneeling pile driver that we usually see.
Come on, Cheesesteak. With his shaggy hair.
They're going after his balls. That is really the moral of the story here.
Looks like they were thinking about a tag there.
Yeah, I think Cheesesteak wants to prove something, but I don't know who he's trying to prove it to. You know, his uncle has already, you know, when we first, you know, when they were first around, it was very much, Hero was very diminutive towards him, didn't treat him possibly not the greatest uncle in the world, and now he's really shown a more emotional side. He really cares about Cheesesteak.
Oh, Hero's praying again. Big power bomb. My God, he's not the legal man though. He wants to get this win.
No.
Oh God.
He's just trying to help Cheesesteak, and
they're all praying for Cheesesteak or Sanders.
You know, it's a candlelight vigil inside the ring.
Well, there's tiki torches. Another light bulb.
We know where those tiki torches came from. We just don't talk about it.
Oh God. Cheesesteak. Another glass light tube broke on him.
He's got some thick skin. Poor little guy. I like that he's absorbing these tubes. He's not. You know, maybe it's because of his connection with Sanders. Sanders is removing them from the Shadow Realm so he doesn't have to get hurt. Do you ever think of that? I mean, that's just, I'm positing here. I don't really know what's going on.
Oh, 2.9. This fight is...
Well, Murph, Sanders was taken to the Nether Realm. Offers Thompson was as well. And, you know, it's...
Murph might have missed one of the greatest shows, which is a shame. The barbecue bash.
He really did. All of this this fun stuff that Murph's been doing, he missed a lot of big ass fighting.
Yeah, it's true. There's just a lot has been going on.
So
a lot of people are hurt. Just a lot of people are hurt or missing.
Most of the roster at this point is hurt. It's pretty bad, and more added tonight.
Yeah, well, I mean that's why some of the earlier matches were so quickly.
We're just lucky that these guys are actually used to taking some of the kickboxing knockouts that they suffered, because you know, like 4 or 5 guys got knocked out last night, and you know, they're actually, most of them are pretty much ready to get back in there after you know, after a day.
Yeah.
God.
Just that smear of blood.
Jeez. End this.
This is insanity. My God, they're really trying to kill him like he's a Viano. That was terrible.
Who did that to him again? I can't remember.
Raven and Canyon.
Oh yeah, terrible.
I don't know why I remember that so well. I just do.
Oh my god! Oh my god! This has got to be it. 3. Oh my cheesesteak did it again. Whoa!
Wow, the Jesus Christ bomb.
Oh, Hero's talking shit down there. You can kind of hear him.
Yeah.
Oh my god. 100%.
Wow, what a match.
100 damn percent. The you can hear all of the other journalists in the booth typing furiously. Like,
God.
unbelievable. This is it. This is the finals.
Wow. The Kellys and the Supremes. Who would have thunk it?
Chainsaw brought up an excellent point.
What's that?
Bix loves his blood. That was a bloody ass match, or at least it had one. It had one man who was bleeding. I mean, guys,
So-
let's. This is Jessica.
So, okay. Mickey and Kelly's first match went 21-51. Their second match went 24-18. So that's, a little bit of rounding. That's, 26 minutes, basically.
Yeah.
We're just going to say Cheese, the Supreme family. First one went 20 minutes, 59 seconds. This one went 27-41. That's so it's basically 47 and 48 minutes that both teams have been in the ring. That's
Wow.
No one really has the advantage of, excessive time versus, just breezing through the tournament. No one's got an advantage of, someone on their team's been bloodied frequently. I mean, the Kellys have a slight disadvantage in Kelly's back being a little injured, but that hasn't seemed to stop them too much.
Right, I'm starting to think that them playing basketball last night was good for Kelly's back to keep it loose,
Yeah, limber.
This is it. This is the finals. This is to name the first ever Daddy-Son tournament.
And we got one daddy-son group, and we got one uncle-nephew group.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ireland and Philadelphia.
They both probably love their Irish things.
I mean, what was the Supremes are, I believe, Greek family? Perhaps? Not 100%. Greek.
They are Greek Italian.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, this has been a hell of a tournament. I'm happy that it was a little weird to start. Ichabod refused to join. He refused to be a papa.
He beat up his papa.
He beat up his own papa.
Oh yeah. Well, Fun Adams I don't think has ever won.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be teamed up with a guy who's never won before.
Well, he teams up with Gene Green.
Oh, that's true, actually.
Very interesting.
Big powerhouses going at it.
Yeah, a lot of big moves coming here.
I feel like Mickey Kelly is just unstoppable right now.
If he remembers to pin, he's very dangerous. It's also interesting that the sons, or I guess the younger family member in both teams have scored both pinfall victories.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Man, I don't know who I want to win here.
I don't know. It's a
What
good
the
story.
hell?
It's a good story either way.
A very weird sequence there that was very sloppy. These men are tired.
Wow. Real clusterfuck.
So I mean, here's the thing, not this exact iteration of the Supremes, but the Supremes, as at least Hero has faced the Lost Boys before for the titles. He's faced Foundation and Collins before for the titles. It'd be, Cheesesteak would be an interesting rub to it, but the Kellys have, they haven't had that opportunity yet.
No, I mean they won the Hardcore Tag Championship on their first outing as a tag team, and as this is their first real outing as a regular non-hardcore tag team. Imagine if maybe they're just Maybe there's just a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow for these fellows.
I mean, they are a force to be reckoned with, and Cheesesteak is doing some incredible things in the ring to Kelly's body right now.
Yeah.
Kelly
He's busting
realizing
out.
that Mickey has got to get in there.
Yeah. He was busting out his Milano Collection AT tribute.
I wonder how much gas Cheesesteak has. I feel like Kelly is what he is. He can just stumble forward. Mickey Kelly, you can see how slow he can get. Like, this man has wrestled quite a bit. Hero's got a pretty good gas tank, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he does.
Yeah, I think if Mickey opted to go for, you know, a few more moves that were less impactful than his big throw-in suplexes, he'd definitely be able to you know, go a little bit harder throughout a longer match. But he's just, I don't know if he gets too amped up or he panics and he just wants the match to be over, but he just starts throwing guys around, and you know, he gets tired quickly doing that, as anyone would.
But let's also remember, he has to be that rubber suit that he's wearing. He has to be greased up to get into it, and then like he has to have it pulled off after every match. That has to take some wear and tear on him. He has to keep getting peeled out of this bodysuit.
Yeah, I don't know why he competes in that. It's such a strange choice.
I don't know.
Like, especially considering he just showed up to see his dad. He's like in this suit, this weird suit. But we've seen him in street clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He owns regular clothing. It's just
He insists on fighting in this rubber suit.
yeah. He thinks he's a superhero. Oh my god.
Whoa, Cheesesteak doesn't care. Wow, the hardest part of the match. Whoa!
Oh.
Hero just power bombs him right, and Mickey Kelly right off the side of the mat. Cheesesteak.
That was amazing. Jesus Christ.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
I'm in shock.
Incredibly violent. Hero is. I mean,
Hero wants this.
no matter what comes out of this, we're gonna get a hell of a post-fight interview. I'll tell you that much.
Honestly, I've never seen that happen before.
Neither have I. Oh my god.
Thank you for the
didn't think it was
amazing clips,
possible.
Chainsaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. I mean, we have to like give a shout out to Chainsaw in our clips of the week now, because
Since Let Lou doesn't know how to clip anymore.
oh,
You would think Mickey would want to tag out after taking that big power bomb, but
he's just gorilla pressing Hero. What the hell? Oh my god.
You know, maybe he just wants to do pain for pain. You know?
Well, Hero's moving out right away now. Oh, Hero
You
just
know, as
latches on to Mickey. Cheesesteak just shoving his in Mickey's top of his head. Oh, that might be it.
That was really, we might need a clip of that. That was pretty gross.
A weird dance.
A lot of dancing.
And
going
then kicks
on
the
there.
back of the knee. That's a big thing to do. Oh, Cheesesteak's gonna win this. I'm calling it.
Fisherman Buster is devastating.
Cheesesteak is pumped up. And imagine now Sanders is gonna maybe come back, hopefully. And then what?
Yeah.
He finds out that Cheesesteak and Hero like are the potential they say they won, like, oh, we're the daddy son tag team inaugural tournament winners. Sanders is gonna be like, I don't know what that means. It's
But you guys aren't daddy sons.
yeah.
He's gonna be confused.
Like, of all the things, when you come back after being stuck in another dimension.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need more confusion in my life. Actually, I think Sanders wouldn't be like that. I think he'd be...
I think Sanders would be happy for them.
Yeah, super like, hey, bro, good job, bro.
And then Cheesesteak could take off his black armbands.
Yeah. They could both give each other a haircut when Sanders comes back.
I like Cheesesteak running into a turnbuckle and then praying. Like he's really pushing his luck.
Sanders is on the mind of people.
He is.
Oh, the stomp to the lower back. The lower back is such a devastating area.
Let's be real. Cheesesteak, for some reason, did a shooting star press onto nothing. He's still kind of an idiot. You know, we're all rooting for him here, but he's...
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
The pace of this match is picking up. The crowd is starting to love it.
I'm just glad no one's been busted open yet.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm glad nobody has gotten sucked into the Shadow Realm. I feel like we're due for that, and I don't want to see it.
No, stop it.
I honestly, I love that.
Oh no, Hero.
That big Osaka cut, a tribute to Sanders that Cheesesteak did there. Of course, it didn't get the fall.
Whoa, what the hell? Wow! Cheesesteak just pulling Mickey out.
God.
We have seen some awesome matches tonight.
Wow. Apron grapples galore, man.
Oh, God. Oh! Cheesesteak with a huge bump up. That's finished other men. Oh, my God. Is it going to be a count out?
Imagine that as a finish.
Murph is right. What is Sanders' hair going to look like? I mean, you can see Cheesesteak is all... Yeah.
He's going to look like Mr. C.
Oh, God.
Tyler Funks is the worst cameraman tonight. He's everywhere.
Oh.
Oh, my God. This is some high tension here. I am edge of my seat.
The crowd is freaking out. Like, these guys are going on an hour of wrestling tonight.
I mean, he hit that Jesus Christ bomb, but he was in the ropes, and it's like that's what won the last match. It's just like, oh God, these guys.
Oh, that nasty snap suplex.
Yeah.
Body skidding across the parkway.
I mean, these guys are no strangers to being on this kind of flooring. We all remember.
Oh, 2.9.
Whoa.
It's true.
That lightning leg lariat is just a beautiful maneuver.
Oh my God, they don't care about the parquet anymore. They've been through it. Their bodies are bruised and scraped, and at this point, they just want to win. Oh,
this is. I'm right there with Murph. Oh, I can't believe Jesus took a DDT. This guy.
Oh, another.
How many concussions has he suffered? You know, like.
Not as many as Kelly.
That's true, actually. Both of these men, I mean, we're focused on Kelly's back because of the injury last week, but this guy, he's been... Bradford Culpepper knocked him stupid for like 20 minutes one night.
I mean, it's doubtful he ever has fully recovered from that.
Yeah. I mean, and then there was, of course, the night that he had to wrestle like 12 times, like that.
Yeah.
That wasn't good for him either.
No. I mean, it won him the hardcore tag titles with his large, almost adult son.
Oh.
This is it. This has got to be it. Oh my God, Kelly.
Cool.
Oh, her Hero's just getting destroyed by Mickey whenever he comes in.
I mean, Mickey is a big boy.
Yeah, anytime he can just kind of catch his breath on the outside and then come in and hit one big move on someone and then head back out.
Oh, God.
A blow to the spine almost ended things.
Tribute to Sanders. But Kelly's just right back up. It's just, this is...
Sweet
both of
kick
these
end of the turnbuckles.
My God. At this point... Oh! My God, Kelly, just knock the fuck out of Jesus.
No. No.
Oh, jumping
no.
insecurity.
Not Jesus again. Oh, this is tragedy.
Oh, Hero, look at Hero just looking on.
He's upset. This is his boy. This was supposed to be a special night for them.
99%. We've seen a 98, 99, and 100 out of this tournament. Are you kidding me? Parquet floor death matches are the best death matches. Man, I feel terrible for Hero, but congratulations to our first ever Daddy-Son Tag Team Dance winners. Oh, God. I mean, how do you guys feel right now?
I am in shock. I'm very sad for Jesus, who, as Hero kept saying, he needed this. I feel like Hero, if given his druthers, would either A, not participate, or B, participate with Philly. But he knew that Jesus needed something to distract him from Sanders, and just to get his spirits up with some wins. And now this. Oh,
I mean, God. We should be happy for the Kellys right now. And instead, I'm kind of mortified for Cheesesteak. This guy, he keeps getting hurt, and there's going to have to be some tough discussions.
Yeah, he's been knocked out before. Wow, do you think really?
I don't know anymore because he's been hurt so many times. Granted, maybe his head's just not in the game because of Sanders being gone, but I don't know.
Absolutely terrible. I mean, props to the Kellys, props to the Supremes. I thought it was an awesome tournament. I'm very happy with it. I already can't wait to do it again next year. But I mean, we got to get the night moving, and we've got a hardcore championship fight here. And Technology Cooper actually requested something. Jessica, you know about this, right?
Yeah, he wanted an exploding ring match, but he wanted explosions every minute. And we had to inform him that was just not feasible based on, like when you're asking the fixers to wire up something to explode, you can't do anything beyond a basic push this button once and it goes boom. If you try and do any kind of timing or anything else, it's gonna end badly. So
you know what? For some reason, the explosions are not there. The fixers. We can never have anything perfect, can we? So
no. But we have barbed wire bats. That's something.
And I believe is it exploding barbed wire?
At this point, who knows? But Puncho's already bleeding. Technology's got a tiki torch. It's definitely exploding barbed wire.
Yeah. This is.
Oh God! Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Puncho. Went through those barbed wire ropes in a very bad way. Slides in with a tiki torch. Jesus.
God. That was not pretty.
He got snagged so many times.
So bad.
That's what wearing that kind of vest does to you.
Oh my God! What is going on in this match? It's already a bloodbath. I mean, this is. Oh God!
That's not the first time we've seen him do that, I don't think.
Puncho, that's not how you win a match. You don't just run into the explosion on your own volition, buddy.
Oh God! And then Technology falls face first. Yeah.
Hi, ESFL Gaming. Thanks for the host.
Oh, thanks, ESFL. We're watching the Hardcore Championship match here. It is very, very violent, very terrible.
Welcome to violence, basically.
Yeah. I mean, this should not be happening. Light bulb. Oh.
Oh my God. Every time I see the shot to the midsection now, I'm wondering, is that going to be it? And that is...
Right. Oh my God.
Tiki torches.
These tiki torches are terrible. These men are exhausted already. We're not even 4 minutes in.
Oh my God.
Yep. ESFL just missed the Daddy Boy finals, but now they're coming right in on a bloodbath.
Wow.
30 more seconds.
Oof. Technology Cooper is not interested in taking his time here.
No, God no.
He's grabbing tiki torches. He's throwing Puncho on it. What the hell?
What?
Oh my god.
Terrible. Terrible. Sledding just straight up. Sledding just straight up called it. He said it was too violent. He couldn't handle it anymore. Sledding is PTSD.
God.
This is terrible. Absolutely terrible.
God, sledding.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking
Sledding.
idiot.
He's hurt, guys. Let's remember he shouldn't even be here.
That was the most violent 5 minutes possibly.
Yeah.
And Sledding was just like, no more. We can't do this. This is really bad. Mr. Bianchi.
I mean, Puncho's face was nearly sliced off when he got tangled in the rope, in the barbed wire ropes.
I mean,
It was
maybe this
flapping.
isn't. Maybe somebody threw up the X. You know, I don't know.
I
Just
think Sledding threw up in his helmet.
absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible.
All sloshing around in there.
Stormy is right. It was Muda like, just like, nope, no more. But we got the tag titles. They're on the line. We got the Lost Boys here. This is possibly they're working on their first title defense. They've been celebrating. They've been visiting the islands. They've been hanging out with Naveen Andrews.
Well, near Naveen Andrews.
Right, near Naveen. But I mean, meanwhile, I mean this goes back weeks to when Hero burst in on Foundation Russo. This has been a thing. This has been a thing. So we're gonna get right into the action here. Lost Boys versus Foundation and Computer. Walsh, do you have anything else to say about this match? It's like two big knockout dudes versus two kind of stealthier fighters, right?
Yeah, I don't know. This is, I mean, this is pure power against pure speed. I mean, the Lost Boys are quick, nimble. These guys love the television show Lost. Foundation and Computer are bruisers, man. They both hit like Mack trucks. You know, Foundation watched some of Lost, I think, before they fought these guys. Let's also talk about the fact that in the match that the tag team titles changed hands, there was some supernatural involvement.
Very true. Very true.
Let's be real here. I'm not saying that it was anybody's fault, but it did favor the Lost Boys. The Lost Boys are very much fan favorites at this point.
Absolutely.
Oh,
I'm
right.
just... this-
But Computer Collins in Foundation, they haven't. They're healthy. They're weight. They got the size advantage. God, look at the ring is so bloody now. Terrible.
All from that match. Oh my God. Peter Collins is a beast, man. Not many guys you can see mount a man in wrestling and just start raining down blows, and you're worried, is that going to be it already? Not even a minute into the match.
Poor Let accidentally thanks on the ropes. We appreciate that. These guys are getting right into it. And Sledding, Bianchi's out there. Sledding's already been knocked out tonight. Like, now he's a referee. He's just kind of letting them do whatever they want. They can fight on the outside.
He
God, power bomb.
Oh no.
God, oh, now Foundation has a piece of wood.
Oh
You can see both Ferrari. He's trying to hustle in. He's trying to help. Oh, God. Oh, he just missed that wood. Maybe his lower back. Oh, my God. This is the type of damage Computer Collins can do.
I mean, it's not even 3 minutes in and he hit that release Tiger Driver. Of course, you know, Computer Collins finishes with a pretty much a direct neck spike Tiger Driver.
Right.
The Tiger Driver 91. He looks to hurt people. He is not here to mess around. He hits real hard with the punches. His power bombs are huge. And Foundation Russo is, let's be real here, this guy's punches are almost unrivaled. This guy is a Mike Tyson of the league.
Yeah, he's knocked out dudes just instantly. If you touch a chin, my God. Yeah, Chainsaw is right. That is a piece of that parquet flooring that, unfortunately, a lot of the newcomers have just missed. The Daddy Son Dance parquet floor was all over this ring.
Yeah, they just stuffed it underneath the ring, like fixers are prone to do.
I'm just concerned about all this blood loss. I guess I am kind of happy that they ended that match. But maybe that match is going to have to happen again?
I don't know. Maybe in a different setting. That was so bloody.
It was so bad. I got to rewatch it. I love how Bix, it went 5 minutes and Bix gave it like an 80-something.
Yeah. Nobody actually won, and it's just like, that was a great match, guys. It's like, no.
Secret Moves is here. Hello.
Yeah. And he wasn't even disappointed that we didn't get an ending. He's just like, for 5 minutes, it's a pretty good amount of blood, but I can only give you an 80%.
That's the lowest I could go. That doesn't even sound like Bix.
No, it doesn't at all. But maybe he's a Shadow Realm Bix. I don't know. Shadow Realm Bix really loves blood instead of just very Lawler.
Morris wants the deadly sod.
Oh man, I don't know. Maybe later in the summer. I mean, there was a ton of sod at the Barbecue Bash, Murph. You got to check that out.
It was the greatest barbecue in history.
That is true.
I mean, there was cops. There was matches. Wim Nyman's great TV reign continued. It was quite a night.
Fun Adams was passed out drunk.
What is this Kane article that everyone's talking about here?
I don't know. Probably something Bix did.
So Bix had mentioned something about he was asking if people would want to read an article about Kane. I think it's supposed to be on May 19th because that's a important date in Kane lore. And then he never wrote it, and he was like, I never promised anything. I just said, would anyone read it? And now he's like, write the Kane article, Bix.
The Kane article.
Similar to the classic Eat the Egg, Smash Mouth.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, so keep in mind here, the Kellys fight the winners of this match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any of these winners, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna wait until there's Mayor Kane to interview.
Oh, big hit with that parquet floor. Foundation Russo wants this. He's not concerned.
No, he's not. I'm interested. He didn't go for the lower back. The spine is what you should be going for.
Computer Collins refuses to really get involved here as Foundation Russo's just being stretched out.
Yeah. Computer Collins, I think he has expectations of a tag partner, You're supposed to be
Oh, God! Bull Ferrari just stepped on Foundation's face and crushed it into that parquet.
Oh, my God! Oh! That's disrespectful, I guess. I don't know. I don't really care.
I mean, Foundation... Yeah, he's the one who brought the parquet flooring into the match. Wow, big German suplex. Oof.
Oh my God. These Lost Boys, man.
Oh my God. He might go out of the ring. Oh God. Oh God, he did. But Foundation landed on the parquet. There's a chair involved now. This is starting to get out of control.
This is insanity. And Mr. Bianchi, I like how, he won't let men bleed, but then beating each other up with chairs and pieces of the parquet floor. He's just like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh God, big, until Robert smashes him. Foundation Russo's getting hit by more parquet flooring. Lower back shot. He's an older gentleman. This is not good for Foundation. God, the Lost Boys are getting destroyed.
I mean, let's be honest here. Computer Collins hit that Tiger Driver on what's his name? Miami.
Until
boy.
Robert.
How did I forget his name? And then he just.
Oh my God! It happened. It finally happened again.
My God. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
At the worst possible time, Foundation Russo. No.
Is that a title defense?
I think it might be. I think it might be. Now is when we go to Jensen video. We'll be right back.
Jesus.
I mean, this is the type of stuff that we're dealing with here.
Yeah, honestly, what's going on here? The last time that the Lost Boys and Computer Collins and Foundation Russo met, there was shenanigans from the Shadow Realm. This time, shenanigans from the Shadow
Oh
Realm.
my God, you're right. You're right. That's a huge. Do you think the Lost Boys are wielding some sort of supernatural power?
Did they know the smoke monster? Like, what's going on here? Is the smoke monster tied to the Shadow Realm? Is there going to be a polar bear that comes out? What is going on with these guys?
Jeez.
Or is it related to Computer Collins and Foundation? I don't know.
I'm very, very upset by this. No one wanted that to happen. At least, I mean, Foundation Russo, I think, like, he could handle himself. The guy is an Eagles fan, as we've seen before. That's him in 2009 in an Eagles practice. The Lost Boys, however, I guess they retained?
I guess so.
I guess so.
I mean, technically, they are still champions. We're not stripping them of the belts. But
Yeah.
I guess it's just a no contest?
it's gotta be. It's just so disappointing because, Collins and Russo wanted absolute certainty that there was no ghost activity in the ring before they
It's so true.
match.
It was a good match too. It was
getting good. I mean, there was no signs anyone was getting back in the ring anytime soon. The two legal men, I should say. But
Yeah, I mean, we saw finishers exchanged, we saw big moves, we saw backs hit with weapons. There was a lot going on in that match. What this does mean is, obviously, there can't be a rematch because Foundation Russo is in another realm, except for his arm.
I mean,
so we just have a pile of arms at this point.
Keep in mind that, I mean, Blowhole was carrying around Justice's arm for weeks, and then he came back, and now they're the Hardcore Tag Team Champions, and they hold the picture of the Public Enemy, which is the Hardcore Tag title. But I mean, guys, I do know that discussion is coming out. He's accepting a challenger.
oh my god.
So I guess we're just gonna do this. He says he wants to go out there, so are we just gonna do this?
I guess we
I
have
think
to.
so.
All right. Well, here we. Let's
Whoa.
see. Whoa.
Justice has very sort of briefly talked about it. He didn't have much to say about it though, which is pretty weird. Let me pull up his statement from this. Discussion Davis, champion coming out first, just like Ronda Rousey. came out second tonight in her title match.
What happened with that?
There was shenanigans.
Actually, yeah, I figured it'd be a schmoz. I'll watch it on my own, baby.
Definitely a schmoz.
It's Ron's the referee. What the hell?
This is already so annoying.
Petrov.
Petrov. The alt-right is... They're trying to make this... Oh, my God. So annoying. I mean, here we go again.
And Federal Bell lost to him last week, and then Federal Bell, beat him last night in kickboxing.
I think Federal Bell would be out here, but if he didn't get his skull busted open on the parquet floor.
Discussion Davis, sort of on the ropes. You know what I mean? He's got some reckoning to go through.
And especially with Ron Harris as a referee, we've seen Ron Harris do some sketchy things.
Yeah.
On behalf of the alt-right before. Oh, God.
He's also just generally not the greatest referee around.
I mean, we all remember Bike Bianchi versus Ichabod, that Ichabod lost the title because Ron was upset with Ichabod and did a fast count.
Yeah.
And then the second match was actually legit, but that first match, Jesus Christ, he was angry.
I really am worried about discussion here.
He took a beating last night. He threw a lot of head kicks, but his leg got injured, actually.
Right.
And if Petrov decides to focus on that, we might see a different side of discussion. You know, we've never had to see him deal with that in a wrestling match.
On the ropes saying that they hope that the Shadow Realm takes discussion, which I just think that would be the worst thing ever.
But then he couldn't lose the title.
Right.
It would have to be vacated, I suppose, and a new
Yeah, he would
tournament?
be stripped. If Spencer Morgan can be stripped because he has to work a late shift at Men's Warehouse, I think Discussion Davis could be stripped.
Discussion Davis after defeating 53 men, you know?
Yeah. I mean, good match so far.
Petrov is a violent guy when he wants to be.
If it weren't for sledding Bianchi getting freaked out at Puncho Baggins, like getting his face torn off, like I think that the night would have been a little bit more satisfying. It's just a damn shame the Shadow Realm. Man, I'm exhausted. What a night.
Yeah.
This has been crazy.
Come on, Discussion, do this.
I definitely want Discussion to win. But the King of Kings, Pyotr Petrov, never had a chance like this before. Remember, we saw some shenanigans in the last time that the alt-right had a match against Discussion, and actually it was Miles Manhoof coming out, attacking anybody who would go near him, and then standing at the base of the ramp to make sure that the alt-right couldn't interfere. It was still a competitive match, but you got to wonder what was going on with that.
Right, and I want you to keep in mind here that Gene Green just like kind of upped and left earlier tonight during the opening scramble. Federal Bell is no doubt hurt. Ichabod beat up Fun Adams for being his dad. We don't know where Piotr Petrov's his supporting cast, like where are his friends? Ron Harris is out there. I have a feeling that this is not going the way that the alt-right wanted it to go.
I mean, Federal Bell was involved with the tournament tonight. You know, he had 2 matches.
Whoa! It's Miles Manhoof. Whoa!
Who's he gonna attack tonight?
Oh God!
Oh my God!
Why?
And Ron.
Oh, he's coming after Discussion too. Damn it!
Miles, what?
Miles is definitely, he wants that title, I think. You know, Ichabod is the guy who got the title shot. It's was Ron gonna count a fall back there? I'm really confused. I think Miles just wants to make his presence felt. You know, like he wants this title. I mean, he keeps coming out during these open challenges. And of course the rules had to change after the barbecue to where you can only one person can challenge a night instead of, however many challenged that one night. Sorry, Murph, for the spoilers, but
it's been a month. It's on him.
Yeah.
Whoa! Look at Miles. Damn it! No, is Miles joining the alt-right?
No, we went through this last week. He made sure that nobody came out during that match.
It's my understanding that Miles has been going on and off because he's been getting his knees drained of fluid.
Yeah.
And he's just dancing. He's just dancing out there. What is this? Oh God! Miles just nailed Ron Harris. Ron Harris is busted open now. He did that on purpose. He saw Ron talking and being happy, and then now Miles is making sure. Miles is leaving. Miles is leaving.
I mean,
he busted open Ron.
Goddamn Destino on discussion. I mean, he's making a statement. I think he is. Why doesn't he just come out for one of these open challenges? Is the alt-right just that into this? Like, are they just always the first ones out of the gate? Miles Manhoof made a statement. I don't know what that statement is, but he made it. You know?
Well, he busted up Ron.
Very incomprehensible.
Chudley ended up choking at Ron Harris, getting busted open.
He probably had his glasses break on him. Got cut up by the glass.
Whoa, Miles is coming back out! What?
I respect this man's ability to just like cause chaos.
Be insane.
Why is he doing this? I mean, he has been screwed over by the alt-right. Who hasn't? And now he's beating up Petrov.
I think he just didn't want people to think he was with the alt-right.
I think he went backstage and checked Twitter. And he's like, oh, man.
Yeah. Like, I don't like discussion, but I hate the alt-right more. I just want a title shot, I think, is what he's trying to think. You know? This is...
Unbelievable.
This is insanity. Miles Manhoof he's definitely had his presence felt while standing there while two men slug each other in the face. I mean, you gotta respect the knees, though, right?
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
look at this. Oh my God.
I guess that's a good setup. Let discussion knock him down and land those knees.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Is it weird of me to say, like, I wouldn't mind a Miles discussion tag team, but Miles is also willing to beat up discussion. Oh!
Yeah. Miles, he's showing that he doesn't need friends. He just needs enemies. Frenemies. Discussion ruined the knees. What an ass. He's like, well, you did your like flying reverse DDT on me, so. My God.
Whoa. Big boot to the face. This might be it. God, Ron Harris is counting it slow with blood running down his face. He doesn't want discussion to win. Miles is just dancing.
Blood and tears.
2. I mean, but where is Ichabod? Where's everybody else?
I don't know.
Oh.
I think that Miles
refuses to leave.
He wants to make sure that this happens the way he wants it to.
What does that mean?
Misunderstood before.
Oh my God! No!
Why is he just hopping? Why isn't he doing anything?
He's just I guess he's making sure that Ron counts correctly.
I think that's it. I think he's now here to enforce with Ron. He's like, I'm gonna beat up discussion because I want the next shot, but now I'm gonna go, and then now everyone thinks I'm all right. No, Ron's out there. It's fine now.
This is
3. Wow, discussion did it. Okay, that was a slow ass count from Ron.
Just make less and less sense.
Miles is almost misunderstood. Oh my
That's
God.
an iconic shot right there at the end with Ron Harris looking confused and bloody as a ref. Miles dancing in discussion, gasping for breath. My God, discussion wins again. The alt-right is screwed. I don't know what to say. I feel like I say this every week, but the alt-right. This is a weird show, man. Nothing is going the way.
Honestly, I think we need to talk about getting a cage together to keep Miles from just being weird.
Oh.
Or
Next
maybe
time out.
Miles just needs to challenge for the damn belt. I don't even know.
That's a good point too.
But then again, what about Wim? You know, Wim maybe should think about vacating and challenging. The discussion has a pretty full plate right now, and plus, Federal Bell might have a claim at him. You know, like this is
Interesting. Yeah.
On the Ropes is really upset. He wants Miles fired. He says, and I quote, "He's screwed the
Bad.
greatest business."
I just like him just putting bad. Jessica, can we do one of our end of night rundowns really quick, starting with the scramble?
Yeah, absolutely. Dubois and Lil Jonesy were the last two in the scramble, and Dubois took it in 21 minutes. A pretty good match, in my opinion. Then we saw Wim Nyman take on Mike Miller for the .TV title. Wim tapped out Miller to an omoplata crossface at 13:28. Another very good match. Wim, God, I have to look at that again. How many defenses does he have?
Yeah, we should drop that in the chat because I mean the way that we track all this on the website is comprehensive.
He's got 8 defenses.
That's insane.
Not counting his 2 no contests, because those were not defenses. Then we had the inaugural Daddy Boy Tag Team Dance. The first match, the Kellys took on the Lewises. Mickey Kelly pinned Credit Lewis with a gut-wrench spinning powerbomb at 21:51. Then Federal and Aladdin Bell took on the bizarre pairing of Sledding Bianca and Giovanni Dinner. Federal Bell with the Peruvian neck snap at 10:35 pinned Sledding. Then the Supremes, Hero and Cheesesteak, took on Asana and Brooke Roberts. Our uncle and nephew teams faced each other. Cheesesteak pinned Brick with a standing shooting star press at 20:59. Very good match. And then we had the Missouris, Maniac and Maximo, take on the Masked Sledder and Masked Cyclist. Maniac with a pile driver took out the Masked Sledder at 13:48. Round 2, the Kellys took on the Bells. Mickey Kelly took care of Aladdin Bell at 24:18 with his big dongle driver 2.0 F5 looking thing and knocked out Federal Bell.
He killed him dead. He
Yeah. Him. Splattered his head like, I think someone referenced Gallagher busting up a watermelon, which not too dissimilar.
Or maybe even like when the Missouris were there in the crowd seeing mass transit being cut open. That's also.
Oh, no.
So then next up we saw the Supremes take on the Missouris. Cheesesteak once again won the match for his team as he pinned Maximo after a Jesus Christ bomb. 27:41. Another outstanding match. And then the Kellys and Supremes faced off in the finals, and Kelly knocked out Cheesist with a big enziguri at 23:38. Another outstanding match. Then we had to strip off all the parquet flooring and put in some barbed wire ropes and barbed wire boards. And we had a hardcore title fight between Technology Cooper and Puncho Baggins that got extremely bloody in the 5 minutes it was allowed to proceed when referee Sledding Bianchi called a stop to the contest. Puncho Baggins took a rough fall out of the ring. He got tangled. His weird vest got tangled up in the barbed wire, and his face got like it's hard to tell because of that weird tattoo, like that facial tattoo. But his face was like flapping in spots. Yeah, it was gonna come off.
It was gross.
Yeah, very gross. And even more bizarre action. The Lost Boys defended the tag titles against Foundation Russo and Computer Collins. That ended when the Shadow Realm took Foundation Russo, sadly.
Yeah.
So
left the arm, though. Left
the arm, as usual.
They don't like left arms in the Shadow Realm.
No. We don't need this.
They don't like left-handed people.
Yeah. And then finally, Discussion Davis had his World Title Open Challenge, and who answered the call but Petro Petrov. And Miles Manhoof interjected 2 times, beating up Discussion, knocking down referee Ron Harris, and coming back to beat up Petrov before finally just hopping in place in the center of the ring, watching as Discussion Davis hit Petrov with the front kick and pinned him at 17 minutes and 20 seconds. Perhaps his not as quick as defense, because he did defend against Dougie Middle in about 2 minutes, I believe, but very quick.
And he beat Sledding in like 9.
So I'd like to point out here that all of this, I mean, we have a lot to take in, a lot to think about. I mean, check the website. I have this image here, 2 weeks from today. Substitute Series 2018, the 3rd annual. Can you believe it's the 3rd one already?
Is Federal Bell gonna be okay to compete?
I hope so. I hope he's fresh in 2 weeks, because he's
won
got
it twice.
Yeah, Federal Bell has won the first 2, so this is a big deal. So I mean, we're going to be seeing new fighters, new substitute teachers for the first time ever. Mike Bianchi or whoever is a xylophonist, maybe. Man, I don't know. Yeah, new people are getting jobs in the league.
And once again, the substitute teacher is censored, but not
not the minors, as Chudley pointed out before. I'd also like to point out that I don't know what Ichabod was doing this week with beating up Fun Adams, because he seemed to just leave after that. Did you guys notice that?
Yeah.
Like, we saw this earlier tonight, and he was not there for his boy Petrov. He was slicing open Fun Adams, just beating him up. It just makes no sense. I don't know. Well, I mean, this might be it, huh, guys? I mean, the injured list is even longer now. It might be time to go away. What are your final thoughts, Walsh and Jessica?
I personally was confused and skeptical of this daddy-son tag dance bizarreness, 'cause I didn't know what to expect. We had some great fights.
Yeah.
You know, we had some hodgepodge teams, kind of, or unlikely teams, I guess, thrown together. But you know, the finals were amazing. The semifinals were great too, but the finals were amazing. I feel sad for Cheesesteak.
Can we talk about Mickey Kelly being a dangerous worker, though?
He is.
Tonight.
I feel like he should fight Mike Miller. Just to see what would happen.
Yeah, somebody might die.
I mean, I guess Miles' discussion in the alt-right, like, they're just still doing their thing. Wim needs to, like, maybe move on. I feel like Wim maybe needs to, like, give up the belt. I don't know.
I don't know if he gets a U.S. title shot or if he goes straight to the world title. It's the issue. I think is this whole open challenge thing. Is, you know, if Discussion really wants to, he can kind of deny someone a chance and just say, well, you got to be first out there.
Right.
So I don't know if Wim can get the shake he's owed.
I mean, when is Ichabod gonna fight Miles again? Maybe. The fact that Miles is out there, when will Miles have to get his knees drained again? I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy to think about. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
But I do want to bring up, next week we do know that we have Chu Chai versus Boxing Bianchi in an MMA title fight, shoot fight, and also a U.S. title fight.
Yeah.
Between, this is kind of weird, Ricky Robinson is taking on Raul.
That makes no sense.
It makes no sense. But I mean, we saw Ricky Robinson do this to Raul a few weeks ago. It was absolutely terrible. So it's just, God knows. But I'm going to say goodnight, guys.
Yeah.
Do you have any other final thoughts?
Incredible night of action. The Daddy Boy tag team dance tournament thing was pretty interesting, pretty weird. We saw a lot of injuries, but the Kelly family overcame. I'm happy to see that. Sad for the Supreme family, but and Puncho's face, rest in peace.
Jessica, what do you think?
Yeah, I feel sorry for Cheesist and Puncho. I do not feel sorry for Federal Bell. I hope his injuries linger for as long as he lives.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm going to sign off here. I'm going to pull the plug. That was the first annual Daddy-Son Tag Team Dance. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for coming, as always. And let us know if you like Sunday nights. We start a little earlier. So thank you.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.